Hey, what up, y'all? Hey, it's Monday, the 5th of December. I told y'all 3 months ago this year didn't give a fuck about you, and now it's almost over. Hey. Hey. What up? What up? Can I get everybody to hit the like button as you enter into the chat room? Man, we got a lot to talk about today, but you already know the normal fare for this show is we like to promote and uplift Black-owned businesses. I'm going to tell y'all right now, hold on. There's a couple people I need to talk to because I keep telling y'all, follow instructions when it comes.
Nigga, they ain't going to do that.
When it comes to, listen, when it comes to this, he is risen. Follow instructions. A lot of times I don't even know who you are because you got 4 different names. You got a Cash App handle, you got an email handle, and then your real government.
Yeah.
You be like, I ordered last week, but you may have emailed me the day after you Cash App me. So it creates cognitive dissonance for me. Email and Cash App at the same damn time. You send that Cash App, then send an email. Then I got the Cash App notification and the email. Even if your name is Clifton, but your Cash App is C-Mob.
Can you put a note in the Cash App when you send the money?
You can.
So you can even help Zoe out by just putting your email address.
I'm Clifton. I go by C-Mob. That's it. Right. You understand?
Yellow Star 89.
All right, so it's a couple folk that I'm going to send. Because then, you know, a lot of times people get a little impatient. You feel like you need to email me. It's okay. You can email me. But I just need you to understand, I'm not Amazon.com.
They don't believe you.
If my girl come in town and it's her
Versus?
or your order got to wait till she leave town.
That's how that's going.
There's no business like Negro business.
No. Oh, you want to step on me now?
Uh-oh. No business like
No, that's not true. I wouldn't do that to you guys. But I am telling you guys, please Cash App and email damn near at the same time. Send the Cash App, then send the email, and I will make sure that you get your package. Now, remember what I said before. I ship on 2 days, and typically just 1, but 2 if I got a gang of orders. If I got a gang of orders and I just got to get them out in the same week, I ship on 2 days. That is Tuesday, which is tomorrow. So if you want your He is Risen, the black pill, which is stronger than the green pill. I'm telling you right now, the motherfuckers in the lounge are the ones buying them up, right? In the cigar lounge. They buying them up. So if you want to get these before they're gone, all you got to do is Cash App me, $71, $60 for the bottle, $11 for the priority shipping and handling. You guys should buy us out of these. You know, we only got, I think those are the last 2 bags. So we're 2 bags in and 2 bags left. So if you want to get those, you got to do it. They're created by Russell Herbals and his nephew. Those 2 are the ones who actually formulated this particular blend specifically for me, Zoe Williams, and the Zoe Was Show. So if you want these, call to action. Do it now. Cash App. Is my Cash App up?
It's right there, sugar.
$Zoe What Netter $71. Speaking of Russell Harrison, he has a new product, and I gave it to all of y'all.
That's good.
It works.
He's got a new product called Gold Dust, and that's another exclusive product for the Zoe What Show. I spoke with him. No. This is He Is Risen. Gold Dust is what I gave y'all that we're eating one spoonful at a time of. He told me there's only 40 bottles or 40 of those little.
Gold dust.
Yeah. So we'll have those by the end of the week. And by next week, I'll promote them. But I'm telling you now, don't. It's only 40 of them. So don't think, oh, I'll get to it later. Because, they first come, first serve. All right? That's the Russell Harrison portion. Now, so my son and daughter.
I want to say something real quick about Russell, Dr. Russell.
Yeah.
A lady in our police stop law class yesterday, she said from last week when you had said his real name, it basically hooked her. So basically, 20 years ago, Dr. Russell helped her mother, and I think it was her aunt or somebody. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, I forgot who you said it was, but it was a mother and an aunt. Healed them of like cancer or some shit. And the doc went back. They gave them, put them on their thing, put them on the thing. They went back to the doctor. The doctor was like, "What?" It was like, "What the hell happened?" So she was looking for Dr. Russell for 20-some years to thank him for what he did, and she couldn't find him. Then you said his real name last week, Dr. Russell Harrison, and she was like, "Oh my God, that's it!"
Yeah.
So she was like, "Thank you for saying his real name, because now you hooked her back up."
And there it is.
Dr. Russell saved her life.
And there it is. Now, Dr. Russell will tell you he
I know.
does not
I know.
need.
Right.
This is a
The
detox.
herbs, yes, the detox.
This is a cellular
He helped her body to heal itself.
detox. Yeah, you can't. There ain't no healing.
He helped her out on a celebrity.
Now, somebody asked real quick, what is the gold dust for? Energy,
I can tell you.
libido. I don't want to say what's in. Well, I can say what's in. It's got pumpkin seeds. It's got some type of weird.
It's fucking delicious. It seems like it shouldn't be that good to be that healthy.
But I think he has another herbal blend in it
Okay.
with all of the other stuff that he puts.
Oh, yeah.
Just no, the gold dust is on the way, and then there's that. Now let's get unhealthy. Shepherd Sweets came in here with a shit ton of Christmas cakes.
Christmas
cake.
This red velvet cake,
Like the mushrooms.
and I was instructed to help promote her business by my kids.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
My daughter's like,
Yeah. What's up, my nigga? Yeah.
you gonna promote mom shit or
Right.
or
You know
what?
I'm saying? What's good?
So here we are. At the end of the day, these cakes, if you want to get them by Christmas, you have to order them now so she can cook them. Bake? Is it cook or bake?
What?
Bake.
So she can bake the motherfuckers and package them up and send them out to you.
He said the cook and bake.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, during the holidays, it's important to connect with somebody like Dr. Russell. Cause you're gonna have 3-4 weeks of fuck shit eating. You're gonna have to get it out your body. It shouldn't. That's what I learned. Whatever you eat shouldn't be allowed to just kick it in your body.
Yeah, no.
Should not.
That's the
Because
problem.
that's what's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Right? So, shepherdsweets.com, go there right now, especially if you guys are having these Christmas parties and all of that. You want velvet cake, red velvet cake, we got it here. And they drop these off for everybody to enjoy.
Does she make any vegan stuff? Uh-oh. Never mind. Why you look at me like that?
If you can't have
See, I'm
yours.
trying to help you, and then you get back on.
Because she may have opened up the vegan people. They, I don't know.
She should.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Oh, we got peace today.
No, she should. I ain't, listen, man. She should.
Talk that over with the kids.
But the kids, man, no, she should though. 100% agree. She should do like a vegan get down, but until vegan niggas master seasoning,
That's real shit.
you vegan niggas, man, y'all be like, yo, this is vegan pork
Nigga.
This shit is leather. Hey, sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce. This ain't no barbecue, bro.
That nigga said leather with sweet baby
You
Ray.
shouldn't be eating that vegan
that
fake
should be
meat
nasty as hell.
anyway.
But that's what y'all be doing.
I don't do none of that. I just eat only fruits.
No, the weirdo vegans.
This is true. They do that.
Y'all motherfuckers got. Somebody had motherfucking macaroni and cheese with cashews as cheese.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Cashew cheese is actually pretty
I
good.
don't want to hear
And that's
that.
the only one out of the vegan cashews is good, nigga. That one is good. Just
That
that
shit is
one.
cashews, nigga.
Nigga, it's
Cashews
good,
is
though.
From the motherfucking Pacific Islands, nigga. It's got a
Whatever,
fruit
hey,
plant
nigga.
that as soon as you pick the cashew, the shit die.
Whatever they do.
But
with
over
it.
there, they make a juice out of it, nigga.
Whatever they do with it, nigga. That shit is
That's all right.
Somebody said a boot burger. So, yes, I think it's a great idea. I think she should venture into the vegan cupcake market, I guess, for the conscious fatties.
The conscious fatties.
For the conscious fatties. You know, I'm fat, but I'm aware.
I know I don't eat
This
meat.
is an entire cauliflower cake, nigga. You still got diabetes, nigga.
I just had some cauliflower buffalo wings last night.
Out of here.
Bullshit.
So, shepherdsweets.com, please continue to support. Also, X-Wolf, X-Labs, Sups. Please go there right now. If you go to GNC and you fuck with Nugenics, you might as well get down with this brother. I think he's out of North Carolina. Get down with this brother. Black-owned business, X-Wolf, testosterone booster. Go to xlabssups.com. Go over there, support. Big time. Also, don't forget to support my books. The Relationship Dismount. How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. Why is it important? Came out in 2015. People still quoting it on TV. Oh, my divorce to my husband was more like a curriculum.
Where'd you get that from?
You got to cite your sources now.
Where'd you get that from?
You got to cite your sources. 2015, this book came out. It's a bestseller. Please continue to support it. The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship, my 2015 release. This is my 2021 release, The Shrouded Lighthouse. And I'm working on my 2023 release right now. So please continue to support my books. Most of them are on Amazon.com. Just look up Zoe Williams on Amazon.com. Support. Oh, Total Package Energy. You guys are helping Total Package Energy to make a comeback. We appreciate you guys. There was a dip there, but
That was like
You better call Dr. Russell, girl.
It's a weed cough.
that was
Thank you.
there's a weed call?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a
cool.
difference.
Total Package Energy, man. They got B12, vitamin C. Do we have some in the house so we can give to Sarah?
It's a vitamin orange chicken.
Anyway, they got pea protein. Please continue to support Sarah in her sickness by getting her some Total Package Energy.
Sarah and her sickness.
She needs some gold dust or something.
Sarah and her
Goddamn.
sickness.
TotalPackageEnergy.com. Now,
For the men's.
no. Gold dust is for women too.
Oh, what it do for us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Y'all didn't know, huh? The gold dust is for women, too.
They need to get dusted.
Yeah, Bobby is on one today. So I might have to go into prayer to be able to deal with Bobby today. Because Bobby is on one.
The good thing about that, Bobby's gonna leave before.
Yeah, he gonna
He's
leave before the show.
so he ain't got to worry.
Right. So, one other thing. If it ain't real,
It ain't real.
if it ain't real,
It ain't real.
Bill sauce, the greatest hot sauce. Well, is it the greatest?
That Schmuckatelli's up there. Yeah, buddy. That Schmuckatelli's
Let's
up
have
there,
a real
bro.
conversation. Bobby, what's the greatest hot sauce in the history of hot sauce?
Because you haven't given me my Bill sauce yet, I can't.
Yeah.
Can't speak on it.
But he said, what is the greatest?
I don't know, man.
Well, but I didn't give you no Bill sauce.
No, you kept it in the car. Every time I ask you about it, it's in the car.
Then walk to the car with me, Bobby.
He gonna leave. He gonna leave before the show.
Oh, that's right. So I'm responsible for making sure you get this shit. I'm not gonna track you down for a goddamn bottle of hot sauce. You better work your ass. I won't sell it, Bobby. I won't sell it. What the fuck? Oh, better blues. For some hot sauce. You better believe this goddamn hot sauce. Better blues. I won't sell it.
Stepping on the message. You have just contended that this is the best hot sauce in the world.
Well, I asked,
How would I know?
what is the best hot sauce in the world?
That's what he said. What?
I said, what is the best hot sauce in the world? That's what it said. But when you're in your feelings, you do misinterpret shit, so that's fine. Get the fuck out them feelings and listen to what I said. I'm just asking, what is the best hot sauce in the world? Anybody's idea?
Before I tasted Bill sauce, it was like Tabasco.
Yeah, I like the
Tabasco?
Me too. Yeah,
Tabasco?
that's me too.
It's like
I'm
the
on
go-to.
Yeah, me too.
Tabasco.
Tabasco sauce.
Tabasco only for certain food, though.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with Tabasco on fish.
Oh, that's what I would definitely use it for. Tabasco on my fried fish? Oh, hell yeah.
Tabasco was kind of the go-to.
Yeah, buddy.
Over Red Rooster on some fried soul.
Oh, wow.
Somebody said Crystal. Crystal is good. Crystal is good. To Red Rooster. What's that other one?
No. I want the Bill sauce. Y'all done talked about it enough.
It's good. It's good.
Somebody said Louisiana. Bobby, I got 3 bottles for you at my house. You can come to my house and get the bottles.
I've been in his house. Case closed.
Wait, hold on, Bobby. Hold on.
Can we just state the
You let
obvious?
me over there one time.
Bobby,
Video.
have you been invited to my house?
Then we go with the caveat.
Ain't no fucking caveat if you've been invited to my house and you didn't come. Did I invite you to the house, Bobby?
Back to Bill sauce.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
you bringing up old shit.
Right. Ask me how many times I've been over to his house. Well, nigga, did I invite you? Yes. He's like that cat. Did you bite Linda?
That ain't what I
Yes.
asked you. That ain't what we talking about.
Anyway,
Bill sauce. I got to get it.
the hot sauce, somebody said Tapatio. Now, Tapatio is some nasty shit right there.
Tio.
Somebody said Frank's. Frank's is good.
Frank's is good.
I put Frank's on
Frank's is
some
good.
fried fish nuggets, nigga. Frank's.
Yeah, Frank's is good.
Delicious. All right, but Bill sauce to me is in that category. It's not some bootleg hot sauce.
Oh, no, what's up there?
It's definitely in the category of all the kinds that you like. I think they did a great job. Please go to BillSauce.com and show your support for this black-owned business. Let's see, did I cover everything that I needed to cover? I think I did. Oh, tonight, KBLA Talk 1580. I need everybody to download the KBLA app. Please listen to the show. again, this thing is about to take off to an entirely different level. I got some updates for the new year. It's going to be amazing. And then also, Sarah, show them that situation shift rap. There we are, the situation shift. When I tell you this is about to be lit, when I tell you this is about to be lit, the situation shift with Zoe Williams is about to be different. We going back first week of January to shoot another 6 episodes, and that will be a wrap for season 1. So
I'm there.
they gonna launch that shit as soon as we're done. They gotta edit it, of course.
Y'all already got, I'm saying the shows you already got in the can. You gonna wait till you get all of them done before
Yeah,
next week?
and then you
That's gonna
launch.
be clear about it.
Because I think they want it to be able to stream.
Sure.
So you'll be able to stream the whole season on demand. Yeah.
21.
So it's about to pop, man. The situation shift, man. It's a cold situation. Kev, what you got for us, brother?
Nothing but the law. Nothing but the law. Yeah, so in case you guys, if you haven't heard, that the budget just increased this year for the FDA, the NIH, and the CDC to $2 trillion. And in that, they plan to implement a mandatory vaccine program that mimics the child mandatory vaccine program that they got going on right now. So again, y'all, you don't know your rights, man. They're smashing on y'all right now. It is the time, because they know y'all you just don't give a shit. Pretty much, they know you don't give a damn about your rights, and that's the time when they can pounce. So make sure you get in there and know your rights. KnowYourRightsFoundation.org. We're teaching people the law for free. We just had about 20-something people sign up this week alone, so don't get left out. Don't get us down 5 years. You be like, man, I should have joined that shit 5 years ago. I was hearing about that stuff. Damn, I should have. Nope, do it now. Don't get left behind, because in 5 years, we're going to be taking over this shit. So jump in now. We got flashcards right here. We made these for the children, so you can sit down with your kids about 30 minutes every day, every other day. Test them. Make them write reports on the stuff. I would do it if I was you, man. I'm telling you, got to get it ingrained in their skull. Told you last week how the homie was stopped at 3 a.m. in Houston, and he gave him his Know Your Rights Foundation card and qualified immunity notice. This thing right here, and the popo said, I'm not fucking with you. Because they again, when you know your rights, they don't want to deal with that. They know there's a backlash that comes with that. So, but if they know you don't know anything, they'll just smash on you. So you can get to Know Your Rights manual, get your public official bond book. You can get, this is the Know Your Rights package, the police stop law package. You can get it for free if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research. Just go to realnoggets.com. You can get that. Or if you want any of these things by themselves, just go to go to KnowYourRightsFoundation.org, especially if you want these notices. These are the vaccine notices that you need to deal with. This is the religious notice. This is the liability notice that tells your job if they force you under duress to get that vaccine, which means if they hold your job at bay, your paycheck at bay, they're liable for every second that vaccine remains in your system. So boom, that's that note right there. And it comes with the P.F. Heiser Bakery Report, the Pfizer Bakery Report. This is their own report from the vaccine company that shows 1,223 people kicked the bucket in the first 4 days. So you submit that to your job, and you tell them you're not taking it. So for real, right there. So
I just want to let the audience know the impact of the So What Morning Show. Just yesterday, a feed came across my screen with a Caucasian imitating the information you've been putting out there for all of these years, bro.
what? The last
The
one?
law.
Yeah. I just want
And thank you, bro. Hey, it's getting out there, man. We waking up. We gotta do it. Know Your Rights Foundation, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, Timmy Tight Top
Yeah.
of Weed Juice. Deliver the science, brother.
So, I want to first of all thank all the people who came to Weed Juice to always support. I appreciate that, and that's a fucked up picture, but okay. But, today I'm going to do something different. I'm going to go over, I brought every one of my juices based on the programs of detox, immunity, recovery, skin, energy, digestion.
Which one does this go in?
That goes in skin. So each one of my...
Grapefruit, cantaloupe, and pear.
Yes.
Got it.
So when I plan my juices, I planned it based on information for detox, energy, recovery, just for function of the body, for people to want to just, I want to do this, I need energy, I need digestion. It was pretty much simple for me when I thought about it, what people wanted to do as far as to help them. So I made it simple. So one of the featured juices today is detox sweet lemon, pear, celery, and lemur.
Lemur?
Yeah, lemur. It has lemur in it.
You got an actual monkey in this shit?
Lemur. Lemon.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Lemur, my bad. I heard it on the Kevin show, lemur.
Lemur juice?
So another juice. It's none of my other featured juice. It's green lemonade. It's one of the so it has cucumber, romaine lettuce, spinach, kale, lemon, ginger, apple, and pear. So that's one of the juices. Another recovery juice is mango. Mango is actually good for hydration. When it comes to you and hydration, it's not about drinking water. It's about having more fruits in your diet. Fruits hydrate your body. You should have the most fruits as you can.
I can't drink
so
nothing else right now.
Mango Mania recovery juice, mango, orange, pineapple, banana. Boom.
Hey.
Okay.
Is that-
This is one of the featured juice. Skin.
Well, let Bobby
surprisingly
pick the
sweet.
juice he like. 'Cause Bobby's
Grapefruit,
looking.
cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is good for hydration. So any water fruits always have more water fruits. Always. Cucumber, celery, watermelon, cantaloupe. We always need as much water as we can in our body. And the fruits hydrate us. It's not about just having water, it's having fruits too. That's why for people with the everywhereans need more water in their diet. More water-based fruits, for hydration. So featured juices, you guys want some? Support WeJuice.com. When you order any one of our 6-packs, immunity 6-pack, weight loss program, 3-day cleanse program to help with your bowel movements, to help you use the bathroom, put the ZOWET code, get a percentage off. Thanks for the support.
Yeah.
We live, we love with juice.
There you go.
Yeah, all right.
And whenever you order, I make the juices and ship to you. There's not, everything's always fresh. Fresh.
Bobby, what you got to promote?
that was fresh.
First
That
of
was
all,
fresh.
I want to salute the Murfreesboro Oakland High School football team, 3-peat. They won the last 3 state championships at the highest level in the state of Tennessee.
That's what's up.
And we buried the grandfather of the center for the team last week when I was at home. Big Luther Allen, shout out to his
Big Luther Allen.
Big
Shout
Luther,
out.
yeah.
Big Luther.
Big Luke gone, but his grandson, anchored the line for 3 years, and they won 3 straight championships. I also want to share with you the fact that you heard a lot about Counterpunch. We're going in the studio Wednesday for
Nice.
the first segment of production for Counterpunch with Bobby McGlynn Smith. And we've got a sterling lineup. I'm trying to tell you, my man, Michael Sucker the Nun is going to be on there.
There you go.
And we got some very, very special guests that are current champions. And we're going to have some former champions like George Foreman and whatnot. It's going to be much wider than just a sports show.
Nice.
We're going to talk about the impact sports has on life.
Georgie George.
And
You
also
talk about life with sports figures.
absolutely, because we end up living like
Are you on the outside?
Give me some suggestions, brother.
Niggas always got a suggestion for some shit you already got cracking. All else we can do is like this.
Next up is the work that I'm putting in also in studio this week with the audio version of Real Men Don't Play, and which we're going to call from that a spoken word album, Real Men Don't Play, and I'm excited about that as well. And
I need my sayings book, Bobby.
Trust me.
Okay, all right.
That's the one. That's gonna make you a millionaire.
Real Men Don't Play is in there.
Oh, all right, okay.
He who sleeps late in bed will always crack
See, I need it, man.
Bobby do the same.
I need it, man.
Coffee table book.
Coming hard.
Bobby do the same. He's gonna be a millionaire.
Man.
Ellen.
He said Ellen.
And speaking of other projects, I have texted all of y'all something that we put a lot of work in with through Amazon. It's called The League. You can get it on audio. It's a subdivision of Amazon. And I'm telling y'all right now, man, be careful what you pray for. You want to work with these big boys?
Yeah.
Ooh-wee, man, Lord have mercy, boy.
It's called The League.
The League,
Yeah,
yes. And it's narrated by Richard Sherman, who's soon to be Hall of Famer when the time comes up, and Taylor Rooks, a young lady that's on the uptick as well. And I got little segments of that in it. And it's quite a journey putting that together, learning how to negotiate bureaucracy. And they got plenty of it at Amazon and
buddy.
Audible, which is the platform that it's on.
Yeah,
But
buddy.
anyway, you can get that now. Just go to The League is the name of the show, and get you a piece of that right there. And
Do it.
the last thing that I wanted to speak about is over the last 2 years, it's been very, very difficult for me to spend as much time as I've had to in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, my hometown, as my sister's health has deteriorated. And it challenged me and my family in ways that some of the people in here can probably relate to who had relatives who experienced dementia. You know, it's an ugly, ugly, ugly disease. And it takes a greater toll on the people that still have their minds than the people that's losing their minds.
for real.
You know,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
You know? And but she's surrounded by a family, and we're doing the best that we can. So shout out to my sister Marianne Smith. She's the matriarch of our family, and she's loved and cared for. And I'm gonna keep going down there and checking on her. So
That's what I love about Bobby as a brother. He gonna be there. He always on a goddamn plane headed to Murfreesboro to check on his sister
salute to the
specifically.
Borough boys. Read Island for life. Yeah, that's what's up.
The Borough boys. That sounds like
All right.
a gang with switchblades.
Butterfly knives and shit. Duo butter knives.
Where the motherfucking bottles at? I want to redeem them bottles in your yard.
Get off on something spiritual because the people that know Zoe and I from the Corey Hogan 5150 show, I get stopped all over the country about fairgrounds and Rooster.
Fairgrounds and
So
Rooster.
Rooster cut fairground for imitating the chicken.
See? See? Come here,
cut a
motherfucker. This is the Borough boys.
You understand?
And then last but not least,
The Don.
Hey, yo, man, thank everybody for grabbing the This Is Jazzmatics album. Continue to support it, but like I do appreciate the fact that folk from this community have stepped up, bought the album, you listen to it, etc. I see those numbers. So I appreciate y'all. And we'll have more videos coming out. You know what I'm saying? Kev will be the star of the next video.
I don't know
You know
what
what I
you're
mean?
talking
If he
about.
allows it. This song is called Dragon Mall.
no, really, you don't have a song called Dragonmore.
I can remix it.
Am I?
Why you just lying to people?
I'm behind the
It's a
scenes,
lying-ass
baby.
world, my nigga. Don't come down on me.
He said it's a lying ass world.
Stepping on your brothers, man. At least take your shoes off.
That's
Why
funny.
am I stepping on them? How am I doing that? I'm just asking questions, which I get to do on my show. I don't understand how your motherfucker gonna come in here. Why you checking the nigga from the two-guard position? And you ain't even the starting two-guard, nigga. You come off the bench.
The two guys.
Hey, a quick sidebar. I know it's not many soccer fans maybe in this circle, man, but they got a brother named Mbappe, man, that's worth watching.
On what team?
What's his name?
Mbappe. He plays for France, man. He is without a doubt the most exciting soccer player I have ever seen, and I go all the way back to Pele. This
Really?
guy here, man.
He's not.
He's Jordan in sneakers. I mean, on the foot. Oh man, he's special. What'd you say?
He's not actually, but it's okay.
Wow.
Neymar is actually way better than
You out your.
I'm just being honest.
Go ahead, Bobby. Go ahead. You ain't holding back for me. You don't turn
No, hold back. I gave you the chance to set it up. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put him to sleep.
I watch soccer.
Did you see what he did yesterday?
Yeah, I seen that. I see what he does in the whole league because I watch him play
He
for
played
PSG.
with Neymar.
He plays for PSG, so I watch him.
Right.
And
what
him and
he did-
Neymar be fighting.
What he
and
did
shit.
yesterday will blow your mind. See for yourself. Check out the FIFA highlights of Mbappe.
He's really
and
fast,
make up
though.
your own. Ain't just fast, man. This boy, he got a thunder foot, man.
No, he don't have even feet.
Oh Lord, yes he do.
He's fast.
Thunderfoot.
Hey man, he got some Gale Sales moves on soccer.
Gail says moves on soccer.
He's fast.
Now he ain't just fast,
He,
man. This
he
boy
has
got
no
skills,
feet. He has
man.
no feet though.
You are
Neymar has the best.
absolutely blind, man.
I watch him. He has no feet.
What's his name?
Mbappe.
What's his name?
Mbappe.
Kylian
One
Mbappe.
eye cocked and the other one closed.
Oh, man,
He's
me and
fast.
you get along, but you just, you know.
Oh, now y'all don't get along.
I'm just
See?
saying. I watch soccer. I'm just saying as far as feet. As far as feet.
Feet, boy, got
Neymar has better feet than he has.
Oh Lord.
I watch him play.
Man,
And people in the chat that watch soccer gonna say the same thing too.
well, I've been watching soccer myself, brother. Didn't I go all the way back to Pele?
You did, but
You know?
only Pele.
You was just a notion back then.
Hold on.
You know, there's Cristiano Ronaldo, there's Messi, there's all these other people that still
This
play.
boy 24 years old.
He's good. I say he's
and
fast.
He ain't just fast, man. He gets a sit.
But this is, y'all talking about soccer, right?
Talking about
Bad boy.
football.
Soccer. I ain't watching no goddamn soccer.
You watch him, you'll change your mind. I guarantee you.
No, but
Listen, man.
2 minutes.
when you
see
watch
what-
soccer and
if you watch him,
the
for 2
World Cup
minutes,
is
you'll
different
see-
from the
This
leagues.
nigga made a
They
hundred-
have leagues and stuff. The leagues is actually better because they score like 7 goals.
Can give 2 shakes of a fat rat's ass about it.
But it's a running sport.
That nigga made $100 million last year. That nigga, shit.
has a lot of money.
That nigga made $100 million last year.
I'm gonna check him out.
They call it the beautiful sport for a reason.
But Bobby, you're the sports guy, so I need to ask you, what are your thoughts on Dion Sanders?
Uh-oh.
Do you think he's been great for HBCU? Do you think he leaves HBCU high and dry? Do you think he ran for the bag? Is that okay? What are your just overall thoughts? And will he make Colorado a contender?
To be honest with you, I'm split right down the middle because far be it from me or anybody to keep somebody from earning a living.
Right.
He has a right to do that. The way that he went about leaving Jackson State leaves a bad taste in my mouth because he didn't have to do it the way that he did it. He shouldn't have never brought religion into the situation because he took God with him to Colorado after he had done.
I saw the sermon.
He,
I saw the sermon.
he said God called collect.
What?
He accepted the charges when he came to Jackson State. When he came to
That's
Jackson
what he said?
Yeah, he said, God called me
Knock it off, Dion.
and I accepted the charges when I took the job at Jackson State. He went to Colorado Sunday and told the same story that God sent him to Colorado. And I'm like, whoa.
Well, God can't change his mind. God can't change his mind.
No, wait a minute. Hold on.
See, no,
Hold on.
that's what you get for defending him. You came in here, you was on Team and now look at you. Motherfucker attacking the shit out of you. Motherfucker jamming the shit out of you.
I taxed him for that. He said, you don't got taxed. But the bottom line is this, though, man. I'm hopeful that we take this as a teachable moment and realize, let's give up the notion that any individual by himself is going to bring us out of the pit that we are in as a people.
Agreed.
Because charisma is a beautiful thing, but unless it infects you personally,
Right.
your situation is not likely to change. Because he brought the attention to not only Jackson State, but a number of HBCUs. The problem is that light gonna go out with him. See, because the incentive was him on behalf of the networks, because he drew the numbers, and the product was right, because these people don't get to see that band. And I tell you what really got my attention when he went to Colorado. He walked in there and said, "Give me my music," and them people were sitting there like,
What?
we ain't feeling that. And then he became a little audacious when he told them boys that were sitting out there in front of him, "Y'all can start packing, because I brought my luggage with me." And when he said that, I'm like, man, pride coming before the fall. This brother, and I'm not wishing this on him.
And he went 12-0.
Well, let's just do this.
He stood.
He did deliver at JSU.
What did he deliver, though?
He delivered some wins. He delivered some attention. My biggest issue, Bobby, is he left prematurely.
Yes.
I think he should have stayed there
Yes.
until the realization that, HBCUs can compete on
Yes.
the same level
Because they
as
always
Power
do that.
5. Because they used to be able to do that.
Yeah.
To be able to restore them back to that level.
Right.
Now,
He's done more. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
He's done more, in my opinion, damage than good, for the following reason. Our people, and I say it all the time, y'all hear me say it today, we just need an excuse to pull away from ourselves. We just need any small excuse. And there's no way the message is favorable for black colleges when you start something like he did, a wave of interest.
a wave of interest.
All right.
When you get that top kid in the nation to sign with an HBCU, the cornerback kid.
And chances are he's going to Colorado.
There's no chance.
But guess what?
Yeah, no, he's
his
going
younger
to Colorado.
son, his younger son can't transfer because he had already transferred to get there, Shiloh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he's stuck there. But he came out and said, "I ain't stuck here. I want to be here. I'm having the time of my life."
Right.
You have the total experience.
Wait, hold on. You
HBCU.
can transfer more than once, right?
Not without setting out a year.
Your red shirt.
You lose a year of eligibility. The second shot.
Shallow going
All right.
down.
So Shiloh ain't going nowhere. He said, first of all, I'm enjoying the experience, and he actually drank the Kool-Aid, and they lived a wonderful life. In fairness to Dion, the bigger issue for me personally is that HBCUs need to be held accountable. I went to the Jackson State, Tennessee State game in September on one of my trips to see my sister. I was there to go to Memphis to the game with some alumni, prominent alumni from Jackson State. And there's no following like JSU in the whole circle of HBCU university. None. It's incomparable. They travel 40,000 deep. Okay.
Really?
Oh my Lord.
Before
Man.
Dion came here?
Yeah, man, I'm talking about. Man, I've been watching Jackson. I watched Walter Payton play twice when he was at JSU. Wow. All right, in person. He played 4 years there, but it's home and away. So when they came to Nashville, I've been down with JSU for a long time. But we had some fun back then. That's back when Too Tall Jones and all them cats were playing at Tennessee State.
Too Tall Jones.
Long story short.
You remember Too Tall Jones? Too Tall Jones.
Street Joe Gillum, who played on the Pittsburgh Steelers championship team.
Slappy Hayes.
They went on to Richard Dirty Dent. You remember him from Chicago?
Richard
Bears?
Dent.
Richard Dent.
I seen all them cats play, man.
Yep.
The point I'm making is the importance of historically black university is under the spotlight right now because they gave him reasons to leave. Because they were running off with the money that they've been doing. If you go to many of these HBCU, man, it's embarrassing, man. You see nice SUVs and Mercedes and all that in the administration parking lot.
Everything else
of the school
is jacked up.
like a garbage dump. All right?
And that's
They're stealing. And we
Yep.
got to, as a people, we have got to start holding our folks
Well,
accountable.
who runs the school? Who runs those
The
schools?
thieves I'm talking about.
Is
And the
it-
board of directors, the board of governors, whatever you want to call them. And they stealing from their own community, man. You go to Jackson State is surrounded by poverty. Remember the water crisis they had when Dion was in there taking a bath in the swimming pool?
Yeah.
Huh?
See, you ain't in our world. Like
Nah.
See, that's what you get, Bobby. That's the side you chose. Stay your ass over there, Bobby. Don't try to duck back through here.
But to get to the takeaway of this situation, again, it's an opportunity for us as a people to realize, man, quit waiting on an individual.
Yep.
And until we got skin in the game,
Right.
our situation is always going to be tentative, like the right to vote.
Right.
We're the only group of people in the United States that they got to check every 10 years to see if it's still okay for you to go to the
They got to check every 10 years.
I mean, it's 50.
Now,
That's crazy.
yes.
I couldn't believe when George Bush.
I think
No, it's every 10 years. The Voting Rights Act of 1965 is renewed by Congress.
They don't
Every
understand
10 years.
radio. They
Every
just
50 years.
No,
look.
it's every
They
10
have their
years,
own
bro.
conversation. They,
yeah, I was.
Every 10 years.
Well,
Yeah,
y'all-
I was gonna say. hold
It's
on.
every 10 years.
Yeah, okay.
Every
Can I,
10
did you say I say something real fast?
Yeah.
No.
Motherfucker Bobby said no.
Hell no.
But to your point, Bobby, when black people stop treating flashy celebrities like Dion Sanders, like the tent revival minister that come in and
Wow.
and do all that, take all the people money under the tents and stuff like that at the church, like what's that, Leap of Faith? Remember they were doing like everybody crowding, giving this man all this money, and when the next town came, the next opportunity came, he was gone.
Wow.
No, he got a lot of Deco O'Malley in it.
Deacon, huh?
Deco O'Malley, Cotton Come to Harlem. The great actor Kevin Lockhart.
Bobby called me Dico, man. Bobby always
Am I
talking.
black enough for it? You know what I mean?
So you're right that these colleges, you're right, a lot of them do be jacking the funds. They be jacking the money, but their budget got cut from $45 billion to $2 billion.
But
The
see,
federal
here's
budget.
where, and you're absolutely right about those numbers. But when you look at endowments, okay, when you look at endowments, that's where you see how much the difference is and the disparity.
Sir,
between
pull up the endowment for
Colleges, right.
Jackson State.
Yeah,
Okay, but
Because
like Harvard is like $6 billion.
Yeah.
Harvard like $6 billion. Yeah.
Brett Favre gave $5 million.
See,
You guys will talk on the mic?
Brett
Favre gave $5 million?
Gave $5 million
To who? Took $5 million.
Brett Favre stole
Stole
That's
$5
a
million.
conversation. I'm talking about money that we put back into ourselves.
Right.
But
We don't make as much as them.
meandering.
It's not what you make, it's what you use, because if you putting back in, you can get it out. But if you ain't putting nothing in, it ain't nothing to take out.
Right.
We the only folks that do not invest in infrastructure of their own communities.
That's true, but them big colleges are getting way more money from the federal government than the black colleges are.
And then we can, and again, I'm back to the point of accountability. Because if it's tax dollars, who's supposed to be fighting for us? Our representatives.
That's true.
But they getting them bags and keeping their mouth shut.
So we don't have representatives.
And they got to go.
Yeah.
But America sent $100 billion to Ukraine.
Let's just rein it in a little bit.
Yeah.
God.
But that's the bottom line, man. Let's do that.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Who runs the HBCUs? Is it run by Caucasians or everywhere?
No, niggas are running it,
Okay.
but white folk
Control.
own it and control it.
So
Like Howard University is named after the man.
So why should it matter where he went to, and it's still the same motherfuckers running everything anyway, right? It's not.
You better
melanated
believe
people.
it.
So what's the point of him going from there to Colorado?
HBCUs are basically factories for preferred niggas.
Preferred.
And they're not.
The pick
These are the
niggas.
niggas who prefer to operate in this society.
The picker niggas.
That's what it is.
But the one thing Dion is gonna run into is some immediate opposition, because some of them kids that were sitting out in those seats, those scholarships that were awarded to them, is because of investment in that school. Trust me on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In every major
Family
university, there's
investments.
at least 5 to
Did you
10
find
players on full scholarship because their
Family.
parents have donated to the
True.
school.
Yep. Got
So-
a nice wing.
Well, Deion Sanders bought $2.4 million from Walmart when he signed to be their coach at Jackson.
He did. Wait, say that again.
And that's one of the reasons I say I have mixed
we bought that
emotions.
2.5
Because they put
million
that, them Negroes running the school put that in the general fund. They didn't send it to the athletic department. That's why Dion was out there taking a bath in the swimming pool.
So let's all make space for everybody to speak. Okay.
I made my point.
You made the point. This is what I think. I think he left prematurely. Bottom line is he should have stayed. He should have had a 10-year plan. Because I believe 10 years of dominance at that level, maybe 5 years of dominance at that level, at some point we might see Jackson State against Florida State, right? But what I'm saying is, if he kept getting those caliber players,
that would have happened.
that would have happened.
They were on TV. He put them on TV all the time. At that point,
that would have happened.
Right.
And the fact that what is he, year 3?
3, yeah.
So year 2, he lands the #1 high school football player in the country.
Right. You bad boy.
If you stay there, that's why at first it looked like it was black coaches in the SWAC hating on him. But maybe black coaches knew, like, oh, this nigga gonna leave anyway. So you gonna build up all this momentum,
Right.
and then it's gonna collapse on top of us because when you leave, everybody else leaves.
Everybody bouncing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the case because you got Eddie George coaching at the HBCU,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
He's
that's
at
right.
Tennessee State.
Tennessee State. You got who's the other brother? Hugh. Remember
The coach from
Hugh Jackson?
Cleveland,
Hugh Jackson?
Cleveland Browns,
I think he joined.
He's at Grambling.
Yeah, he's at Grambling. So, but they're not as visible
Nope.
Or as charismatic.
or as charismatic.
Charismatic
So
as Dion.
you might lose the recruiting power that would put the HBCUs
Yeah.
on the same level.
But is it recruiting power or money power?
Nigga,
It's recruiting.
Prime time.
Prime
time.
I'm gonna make your motherfucker lock down
Prime time.
To get that #1 recruit.
Do you know that he gave the school back his salary, like, for the time he was there?
Well, he never needed to say.
Yeah, he didn't need that money.
Because it's supposed to be more than money.
But wait, but see, Sarah makes a great point because somebody in the chat room was like, Colorado gave him $5 million. You speaking from your level of finance.
That ain't nothing else.
For him, this is a Hall of Famer. He don't give a fuck.
He getting $5 million what
Per year.
It's actually
Per year?
This is Pac-12, buddy.
I know, but
It's
he's getting-
$25 million
that's a-
contract.
That's a good contract.
Not really.
Not
because-
really.
Nigga, what's that boy from Alabama getting?
He getting
Seven.
way more money because he has way more victories. That's why.
7, 9,
You had
good.
all of
But
his
no,
perks in,
for him
he's
to get
about
that
12,
much money
15
in one signing from here to there, that's a lot of money.
Must be
Not if you
money.
ain't counting money.
That was,
He's
he
not-
told you.
This was not just about money.
He said it in his press conference. It ain't about
But I'm
money.
talking about as far as his salary, because only good coaches get millions per year. He getting $5 million
Man,
per
they
year,
got assistant
and
coaches
he ain't
that
even
make $5
winning
million.
games like that.
They got
So
assistants.
let's look at it this way.
Not-
What if he
not-
would have
They
stayed
do.
long enough for their facilities
To get
on the same level as the Power 5 schools?
That was coming, man, if he'd have stayed.
If he would have stayed, they could have competed. Now, do you know how the motherfuckers ain't got no fly ass facilities?
Nah,
He had a lot of people backing his movement.
yeah.
on.
Michael Strahan and all them people he
That's
went
what
to
it
when
was.
they couldn't
It was movement.
get gear and all this. He went to all these people he had relationships with and got all that stuff.
Listen, man, no disrespect
Like
to
high school coaches.
to HBCUs. No disrespect, but they know that the sports programs and facilities are nowhere near
No.
what the Power 5 schools are.
Yeah, it's on purpose.
Just
though.
nowhere. It's nowhere near. It's not even the same. So I wish he would have stayed longer to develop that portion so it could sustain itself when he left. But it just seems like he left in the middle of a job unfinished. That's my thought
Absolutely.
process. That's how I look at it.
Have you
And
thought about what if he gets another like famous athlete to replace him?
It's not, see, that's the thing about it. You can't
It's
replace,
him.
You can't replace Malcolm X.
He was a
You
certain.
can't replace.
Yeah,
It's him. That's what Shannon Sharp tried to say. He tried to say he left the blueprint.
No,
He left the blueprint still. gotta do. Now you just gotta follow it. Like, no, nobody's Dion. That's only one Dion prime time.
Right.
Only one.
Right.
And you remember when I think when we were at KBLA on the sports show, I said we need somebody as big as him to go to the HBCUs to balance it out. Because if he leaves, it's going to create a vacuum. And we talked about Jerry Rice. If
Jerry Rice did it, yeah.
Because he played at an
That's
HBCU.
That's right.
If Jerry Rice goes back there, now we can balance this whole.
Is
Ray
it-
Lewis. Somebody get your ass down there, Ray Lewis. Get that man to pray and preach. And he could do it.
He started doing his little shimmy.
But then, here's the other way to get it done, all right? And that is from the ground up. Like I said, as a matter of fact, maybe next week, so if he's available, the alumni that I wanted to come on to the show today, he's actually in Green Bay. He's the second highest person in the shipbuilding industry, period. Bad brother. Jackson State grad, right?
Okay.
And we've already talked about this subject matter because it has legs beyond this. This is one instance we can't just not come away from this with a game plan that pulls us more toward the center and closer to reality. The things that have longevity are reinforced. It's never one person.
Right.
Now that one person creates a mindset that becomes collective. Because Chinese are Chinese first.
Right.
But it was Mao Zedong that moved the people in that direction. You follow what I'm saying?
Right. No,
So
100%.
we got to move closer to looking at things in terms of a methodology.
Right.
And if we are able to accomplish that, the resources that we have, we get to leverage those.
Right.
And then you can sustain change. It's nothing worse than starting something like Dion did and having it flame out, man. That takes the wind
out the sails.
He might have been dealing with some fuckery though.
He
was. Yeah.
And he called him out on it, and then he bounced because he was in a position after he started saying, "Look here, y'all. I done looked at the books." That's why they was leaving the Heritage Classic in Memphis and going to Birmingham. Now that deal's up in the air,
Right.
Because Birmingham ain't gonna want that product now.
Right.
Half the team gonna be gone. All right.
Yeah.
So it's collateral damage at this point that makes this really unfortunate for our people. You know. Okay.
Right.
I've said it.
No, you good though. It's good information. Eric Bond in the chat said Reggie Theus, Bonzi Wells, and Mo Williams are coaching HBCU basketball squads. Those are not stars.
No, I love Bonzi though.
Like, no disrespect, those are role players. First off, Reggie Theus is Inglewood. That's Inglewood.
That's right,
here.
baby. That's
So
right.
he's an Inglewood legend.
My school, Inglewood High, baby. That's me right there.
It wasn't
Inglewood.
schools, it was names. They just said
He didn't say
Reggie
what
Theus.
schools
He
they
didn't say what school.
That lets you know that they're not at the major black colleges.
So-
I would know that.
But the point that I'm making is Reggie Theus was coaching out here at Northridge. Reggie Theus coached at Inglewood. Yeah, Reggie Theus done been everywhere.
Right.
But the reality, he's not a star.
No.
Allen Iverson go somewhere and coach. That's going to be different.
Yeah.
Tracy McGrady go to HBCU
right.
and start coaching.
Right.
That's going to be something different.
I'm glad you brought it up. That we need to encourage those type of athletes to draw the spotlight. It's all about that spotlight, man. Once you get that spotlight, then people get an opportunity to envision the possibilities.
They said Reggie Theus is at Bethune-Cookman.
I didn't know they had a basketball.
My niece went to Bethune-Cookman. I think her
They went to
husband
basketball.
did too. And let me just say this. Reggie Theus all the way in Daytona, Florida, coaching at Bethune-Cookman. Reggie, hang up your sneakers, my nigga. He ain't had no success really as a coach.
Not really.
Well, even if he had the powerhouse schools, see Jackson State back in the 70s produced several NBA players. Kentucky State produced several NBA players. I'm talking about stars in the NBA. All right. Tennessee State produced Dick Barnett, who played in the Rolls Royce backcourt with Walt Frazier and Earl Monroe. So there are certain players and certain schools that are known for basketball.
Right.
and some schools are known for football. Grambling is known.
Yeah,
Willis
football.
Reed went to Grambling.
Somebody said Bethune-Cookman is supposedly D1. I don't think so.
Sure. Let's see. Hold on.
Fresno State to go down there and beat the shit out of Bethune-Cookman.
Fresno State.
Oh my God. Let's see. They said Reggie Theus is at Bethune, Mo Williams is in Jackson State, and Bonzi Wells is at Lemonnier.
Point guard.
One of the few dudes that would go at Kobe hard in the NBA.
Hey, Bonzi was a thug.
Yeah, he was, boy.
I love
Kobe
Bonzi,
respected that boy. He was like, "Oh, you a gangster?" Huh?
But he was taking them L's. He was mad.
Yeah, he was.
That's why I know there's a lot of niggas who played against Kobe wanted to get dirty.
Yeah, they did.
Because he was so skilled. He's just like, fuck! Push this nigga in the small of his back or some shit.
Hating ass
So,
niggas.
all right, let's move on from that shit. Let's get to it.
Look,
Yeah.
their endowment is only $47 million.
Who's in doubt?
That Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah, my niece went there.
But look how small that is, like you said,
But
compared to
Jackson
somebody.
State? Let's find out what that 47 million.
47, that's nothing. Man, Harvard laugh at 47 million. They insane. Harvard laugh at this shit.
A month on Harvard's.
Oh, I know, right? Just that alone, right?
This is what we pay the sanitation crew. But let's just move on real quick. Y'all heard Ye talking about the great things that Nazis do.
He said,
Hitler and them, like
This nigga can't
60.
stop. God damn.
60 million.
60.
60 million.
Jackson.
was
Pull up LMU.
LMU.
60?
Yeah, 60. Only 60 million. That ain't nothing, nigga.
That's crazy.
Nigga, Harvard and Yale and then be laughing like 60
Somebody
million
said
dollars.
Colorado endowment is $2 billion.
oh.
Wow.
That's a difference. Yeah.
See the difference? Nigga, he like, what? 2 million.
Try to holler at him.
60 million? 2 million. Get over here.
Let's just get back to it.
Probably got some investment.
He basically said that Hitler had good qualities. What are your thoughts on this? Because white folk feel like they can censor different pieces of history and make it off limits and make it condemnable, right? This man said Hitler has some good qualities. Bobby asked, why?
Yeah, why would he even, he need to change his name from Ye to Y.
Just take off the E. Take the E off.
He's a question mark.
Yeah, Bob.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out why would you veer into that lane? What's the end game?
I don't think that. I think he on some spiritual crusade, some Christian type of.
Some dogma, like
Yeah,
this
dogma.
nigga's
But that's what I mean.
Who
you
was
know what I mean.
that? Was it Joan of Arc? Motherfucker kept seeing visions of God.
Oh yeah.
God told me to go fight some more.
Right.
And then finally
burn
the
their
friends
ass.
was like, hey, you gonna sit your crazy ass you gonna put your ass in there saying something.
Right.
God told me to raise another army.
Okay.
Like he
Get your ass on that steak.
motherfuckers tried to get mad at me when I was on hip hop viral news when I said it's hard to defend Kanye.
At this point, for sure.
It is.
That's what I said. It's hard to defend the brother.
Sure is.
Hard or impossible?
That's your Gemini fam.
I'm sorry to advance the conversation, but it's impossible to defend idiocy.
But was he wrong
Well,
about what
first,
he
I
said?
ain't gonna go as far as idiocy.
Was he? The whole point was he wrong about what
About
he
what?
said because
About Hitler?
Hitler did bring Germany economically up as far as them getting the car and stuff.
That's why I
You know,
can't say it is
it's not.
idiocy.
He's actually proves a point. He did because he brought the economics up.
And if he'd have been successful, he'd have brought you to the rotisserie.
I'm not saying none of that part.
And
I'm
barbecued
saying
you
that
he'd
he
have barbecued you in your own juice.
he still was correct though.
About
Before
barbecuing
Hitler got to
black
the
ass.
other shit, he still did a lot of positive stuff first before
Well-
that stuff. But
No, positive. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Language is tricky.
It
Language
is.
is a
Language uses us.
Yeah.
We don't use language.
Yeah.
So you have to, motherfuckers listen in black and white. Motherfuckers do not listen with nuance. So they don't understand.
True indeed.
So you say, when you say good, he did good things for whom and in what capacity?
True.
So if you say, oh, this motherfucker brought water to 100,000 people. Okay, that is good for that 100,000 people. But if he took it from another 100,000 people to give this group of people support, then it ain't so fucking good.
True.
So you have to see shit in context, and this is why a lot of dumb motherfuckers can say some dumb shit over and over and over again, and all the dumb people who follow them will believe it.
You know,
Because that's part of psychology. I'm gonna keep reiterating a lie, and I'll reiterate it for 5 years,
presto.
and niggas will believe it.
Yeah, presto. Yeah.
This is black and white thinking that we're dealing with. So when he mentions he did some good shit, nobody's drilling down, and it's like nobody even wants to drill down,
Right,
really.
right.
Like, nigga, why are we even talking about Hitler,
This nigga.
right? Okay, you can point out some things that you consider to be favorable for a certain group of people that he did. Great. But nigga, he killed Africans.
He didn't like you. Yeah, he didn't
They
like
learned
you.
the blueprint
Yeah.
from King Leopold. Germany practiced on South Africa.
The man,
Hitler got the blueprint from King Leopold. Cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, Leopold was a bitch ass nigga.
see, if you got a toothache, you don't go see the best blacksmith in town.
They go that the same.
Man, you don't give me my damn book, man.
But the man, for his generation, is considered iconic
Right.
in the field of music. Outside of that, what training, and I ain't talking about college. I have never heard him quote any books that he's read.
He doesn't. He doesn't read. That's the problem.
You see, so why are we listening to him talk about stuff that he has no expertise in, as though he's an authority figure? That's the danger in celebritydom.
Well, I think he's probably an expert in Khazarian relationships, which is how he got to the top, which is why he's able to speak about that world.
Wait, narrow it a little bit more. You said Khazarian relationships within Hollywood.
Yes, within Hollywood and
Because-
and fashion.
Yeah, so that's a different entertainment in that. That's a
entertainment,
different kind of
yes.
relationship. So
But those are the people who are still they're into that, but they also in the other things who run stuff. Like people like him and Michael Jackson, they get invited into them rooms. They get invited into those parties, and then if you're a really spiritual person, your spirit don't click with that, like Michael Jackson's did, and it may look like you crazy to the rest of the world. When you see some shit and you be like, hey, I done seen some shit and these niggas I didn't fuck with it, and now they trying to come after me because I didn't fall in line with the bullshit. That's kind of what it seems like, because he said this in one of his last interviews. He was like, he was breaking that off like, I think, I have to get stripped. The God is stripping me of everything that I was supposed to have in order for me to be able to do this. Because if he had to break him down in order to build him back up. Because he had, in being in those relationships, he sold his. Metaphorically, you would have to sell you. And I'm only speaking in a Christian point perspective. And he metaphorically sold his soul. So in order to come out of that, in order to be reborn, he has to give up all of that, and he has to tear all of that down. So to me, he's tearing down the archetype of the devil archetype who he sold his soul to, which would be the Khazars. And so when he comes in and he says, all right, I love, Hitler, to me, that's a troll, because he's saying, because to them, they say in the game that they've created, that's the bad guy.
That's the worst guy.
That's the bad guy. All right, everybody, we agree. That's the bad guy, right? Everybody, we agree. That's the bad guy. That's the bad guy. Okay, great. That's the bad guy. So then when he comes out and he says that, he just comes in. He just now, for the system, that's part of him keep continuing to tear down that, the construct that they've created, as far as you can't say anything about what we created as far as who we are.
I would love it if he's down to about 400 million or so, they say.
He's down to about 4 or down?
He's down to 400.
200.
That's what they're saying.
Well, that's still 400 million.
But at the rate he's falling off, it's going to be a lot less than that, because he got legal fees out there.
They say he got to give Kim $200,000 a
What
month.
he need to do is your explanation makes a lot more sense than the way that he talks.
Well, he don't read. So it don't, he
Now, I'm
can't,
saying you need to holler at this nigga.
Uncle Bobby, he doesn't read, Uncle Bobby, so when you read, it helps you to formulate thoughts.
Into a rope around his
Man,
bullet down.
The irony is that he made his fame through being an orator. Let this nigga get in moments where.
well, this is the thing. Well, he's a Gemini, so that's the sign of communication. So this is the thing, though, because
He's not doing it right.
No, but because he doesn't read, he doesn't formulate thoughts well. When you don't read, that helps you to formulate thoughts. When you read books, people have to formulate those in an organized, fashion. So that helps you to do that with your own thoughts. Because he doesn't read like that, his mind is all over.
Did he say that?
When he was, he said he don't read. He said he doesn't read. So when he was on Tim Pool the other day. When he walked out on Tim Pool, right when he was getting in, he said, I got 7 different things I want to say at the same time. It's coming. He can't organize his mind. His mind is all over the place. But his communication, his superpower of communication is in his music. See, Geminis have the superpower of communication. Hence this nigga. So his superpower is in his music. It's in his music. So if this nigga, if he wanted to communicate that, whatever he wants, he needs to put it in music, because that's the way people actually feel him.
Leave everything else to somebody like Kevin, because this Negro went in court the other day and told the judge, I got so many companies and I have no idea what they do.
Yes, that's right.
He said that in front of a judge.
Yeah,
Somebody said he listens to audiobooks, Kev.
He doesn't read.
There's a difference between listening to a book.
Yes,
That's
a
feel
difference.
better reading a book than listening to
It
it, for sure.
absorbs to another.
Yeah, that's a
level
completely
of
different
absorption.
thing.
That's not to say you can't.
Books
be
have
informed.
energy and a vibration in them.
You can be informed by becoming listening to information, but it's not as you don't retain as much.
Right.
Now, let me run through this real quick.
Did you just really say
Akon,
Amen.
artist Akon came out and said he backs Kanye's or Ye's right to say whatever he wants to say. He says, I'm a backer of the right to believe what you want to believe, says Akon, speaking on Kanye West's anti-Semitic comments, adding that if he spoke with Ye, he'd give him his point of view on why he disagrees, but communication is key. He's basically saying he gets to say what he wants to say, we all get to say what we want to say, and that right should not be challenged, even if we say shit that is offensive and reprehensible to everybody. Your thoughts?
I agree.
You mean because he took it off Twitter, is what you mean?
No, they were asking Akon what did he think of Ye's comments, and he was just basically saying he said I back anybody's right to say whatever the fuck they want to say.
I agree. I mean, but obviously there's consequences.
And he was like, he said if he had an opportunity to talk with him, he said I would tell him, how I felt about, what he said and how I agree or disagree with what he said. But ultimately, he said communication is the key and everybody should have the right to say what they want to say. Do you guys believe that maybe Kanye West is being used as a pawn to push the narrative of actually putting the kibosh on freedom of speech?
I do.
It seems that way, and it's actually organic, because sometimes people will emerge that have that ability to attract people, the it factor, and then they get out of their depth, and you don't have to, do what you ordinarily would do in terms of eliminate them. You just let them go ahead and they'll find their way to the cliff. And that's where he is.
But see, when you have a society of black and white thinkers, it's easy to put oppositional ideas in the center of the community and people go crazy.
Right.
Yep.
Because you got black and they're hardwired to have black and white thinking
People
patterns.
are polarized.
This is true, this is not true. I'm wearing red, he's wearing blue. I'm a Democrat, he's a Republican. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you have black and white thinking as the predominant mindset in a culture,
Right.
you're going to have motherfuckers at odds. Because remember what I said before, whatever you identify with, you have enrolled in the army of that idea. I'm a Christian, so as soon as a Muslim roll through, you're going to be like,
That's the enemy.
Banging.
you on some bullshit with that Islam shit. I'm trying to help save your soul.
Yeah.
A Muslim will hit back and be like, nigga, y'all books is fake. Our books say somebody tampered your shit. What the fuck? Do you get what I'm saying?
You know, some areas you mentioned religion in that construct. I came upon an episode of Jason Whitlock's show, and he had this Hebrew Israelite on the show. And man, Jason in trouble. Cause he stood up there.
Jason done turned the corner.
Yeah, he done turn. Yeah, since he left Fox go. Yeah, he done let Fox go. And he
Jason Whitlock Hebrew Israelite show, and I'm telling you, man, I couldn't believe my eyes. Cause you know, I told y'all I worked with Jason over a period of time, man. And,
defending Kyrie.
oh Lord.
Defending Kyrie. I was like, what?
But his angle is about free speech, though.
But that's the thing. Going back to that,
But now,
you were saying how.
bridges religiously that he ain't got no business messing with.
But going to that free speech thing, because that people don't really see that there's a war on free speech right now, and so they're trying to change free speech into hate speech. That's the new title. That's how they flip things. They always got to give something a title in order to run with the campaign. So now the term is free speech is hate speech, and that's why you need to moderate. We need moderated free speech is what they're trying to say. So now if you say, yeah, somebody like Kanye, they just let him go crazy and just do what the hell he want to do, and they can point to him and say, see, we told you, look, that's hate speech. That's hate speech. And a lot of people don't even know, like especially people in America, free speech is not a common thing. Like most of the time in history, most people didn't have free speech. You couldn't talk back against the governments.
Off with your head.
That's only like over here.
Yeah.
You can do that. So and now then everybody else took that from America, and then they spread it everywhere. Americans got it from the colonists got it from the Native Americans, just so y'all know. But so they spread that shit everywhere, and now they're trying to take it down because they cannot change the goddamn system with freedom of speech. As long with technology now, information gets out like that. They can't hide stuff like for 20 years like they used to. You do something, that shit comes out in 2 seconds, like the Twitter files that got dropped on Friday.
Delve deeper into it.
Excuse me. I do have to.
Oh,
Now you gotta run that. Raising all his hell. You done came and raised hell,
Bobby.
Goddamn hell raiser.
Goddamn it, Bobby.
Juice, by the way.
Which one?
That clear one.
All right, Bobby. Hey, man, be careful, brother, and we'll see you shortly.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. It's gonna get better. And which one you said?
The sweet lemon.
Sweet lemon.
May I give you a bit of breaking news
This
about
one
a
is-
story I was talking about?
Is that it?
What happened?
With Dion Sanders, athletic director at Colorado, admits they don't currently have the money for Dion's.
I got that.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They
I got
say
that
they know
story.
they're gonna have it.
That's why he bounced probably. He probably knew that trouble.
They got a $650
No.
million
No.
This is Colorado.
Oh, Colorado ain't got it.
Colorado. I got the story right here.
Well, see, that's what I meant earlier. See, he should have said what he said until he got his money in the bank.
Bomb.
That didn't set well with a lot of
If
them
he
people.
signed, then it's still
White folks sign and then they unsign.
So
contract law.
No, ask the engines about the contract.
Contract law. Yeah.
So let me give you guys an example of how
My goodness.
the media, movies can villainize a virtue. Do y'all remember the third installment of the Christopher Nolan Batman?
Bane.
Bane.
Bane. With the mask on.
Bane is the bad guy, right?
Supposedly.
Bane is using Krishnamurti talking points. Go back and listen to the lectures and speeches the motherfucker.
That Bane was doing?
they can villainize a virtue.
Yes, they can.
To speak to what Kevin is talking about, freedom of speech is being terraformed into hate speech.
It's insane.
Terrifying.
You don't get to say what you want to say. Now remember, that was the spirit of it. You get to say what you want to say.
Even if it hurts someone's feelings.
But isn't calling somebody African American hate speech too, though? If it means slave or black, is it that hate speech too? If it means something different?
Let me give you another example. That's a great question. Let me give you another example. Killmonger in Black Panther. Was he wrong?
Absolutely not.
No.
Was he wrong?
No, he wasn't wrong.
Motherfucker say y'all niggas just gonna leave me.
Y'all over here chilling, nigga.
Y'all got all this super science. Y'all up here chilling, and you not getting involved.
Y'all see us going through civil rights movements and motherfucking
Black people all over the world struggling, and y'all niggas is over here in an invisible dome.
Niggas right in Africa getting nigga right next to you, nigga. Right here in Africa getting torn down.
Villainizing a virtue. Please understand, this is a tactic. And because most motherfuckers are socialized and educated to think in black and white, you can't ascertain if it's not in the lane of how you think.
Right.
So you be like, what kind of shit? Wait a minute. Killmonger's the bad guy. I'm rooting for T'Challa. No. No. T'Challa was the villain.
Yeah.
None of our fucking business to be involved in the rest of the world shit. We've been chilling for...
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Hoarding resources.
Wakanda is the boule.
He said, what kind is the boule?
Now watch this.
That's funny.
Motherfucker said, hey man, we might be able to save you, man. Let me take you to... He said, for what, nigga? So I could be a prisoner?
Right.
Nah, nigga. Just throw me over into the ocean where my ancestors...
Yeah.
So listen, he's the bad guy speaking the truth. So now you got cognitive dissonance. This nigga's an anti-hero. And you like, well,
Anti-hero, yeah.
what the...
It's confusing.
Wait a minute.
It's confusing.
You've been taught good
Or bad.
or bad.
Yeah.
White
Ain't nothing in between.
or black.
Yeah.
Confused. Did a motherfucker, nigga. Kevin hit on that shit right there. The villainization of a virtue. Now, does Kanye get to say whatever the fuck he wants to say? In my opinion,
should.
yes.
Yeah.
Do I have to listen to it?
No.
No. Do I have to comment on it? No. Ask yourself, what is the motive behind sensationalizing what he said? If he crazy, if he don't know what the fuck he
Right.
talking about. If he don't know what he talking about, it's
Right.
not the truth, why go on a campaign to shut down talking? Maybe that's what you wanted to do in the first place.
That's the playbook.
You know, enough of niggas talking. How about that? No more talking for people.
No.
That's a bigger play. And that's bigger than Kanye.
Oh, it's huge. If y'all go research the Twitter file dump that Elon did on Friday, and you will see all the collusion that they had with the government, had with Twitter, trying to suppress speech. Because all of it came out about the Biden Jr. laptop thing. And so you had the top person, the top lawyer at Twitter, in direct connection with the DNC. And they would be like, yo, take this down. And then they would just say they would email that, and then about a few minutes later or about an hour later, it's done. And so this the government working with corporations to suppress your rights. That's fascism. That's the definition of fascism. Fascism, when the government works with corporations to suppress your rights. So they are doing that. And they're doing it on a major scale, and that shit is coming out. You have no idea, but it's happening. And so if you don't start waking up and fighting back, you are going to lose your freedom of speech. That is on the table right now.
Oh, yeah. Fuck what you got to say. Listen, that's really what it is. Fuck what you got to say. But it goes even deeper. What you have to say isn't worth anything.
Not what I got to do.
I mean, you have opinions. Guess what? We don't want to hear your opinions.
Right.
Can I tell you something about white folk and white supremacy and power? When you sparkle, they want to be around you. When you sparkle.
Yeah.
You shining.
See, a lot of motherfuckers thought, oh, Kanye's a genius. He's at what? Is he a better producer than Dr. Dre? Is he a better producer than Premier? Pete Rock?
They all on the same level.
They're all on the same level to me. Yeah. So he's a genius? Yeah. At what? See, when I talk a genius, we talk about motherfuckers who come in and melt the paint off the walls with talent. Like, what the fuck kind of... When Michael Jackson brought his ass out on stage in his 20s and niggas is fainting and crying and getting carried off to motherfucking ambulances and shit. That's, nigga, you walk around with a mask on your head. And some big ass giant boots or some shit. Like,
You damn sure do. Some goofy ass boots.
like none of that shit is like...
Y'all niggas goofy if y'all bought them boots.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like,
I would
call
him one.
Somebody said, Ye, the best other than Dre. You can't quantify Ye
you can't say
being better than Premier.
There is no best.
You just really can't say that. So I'm just saying, like,
there is no best. And when you're talking like there's the greatest player.
so 504 Gusto says, so why don't you send your son to a HBCU to help build it up? Why black people always against? Boy, shut the fuck up, goofy ass nigga. Nigga, don't mention my motherfucking son, hoe ass nigga. I wish I knew your peoples, nigga. I put they shit out in the street. How about that?
Yeah.
The fuck? So why don't you send your son, nigga? Nigga, we ain't familiar, nigga. Nigga, we not familiar, hoe ass nigga. Don't be speaking on mine.
Nigga, tell Newell I said that he need to be going to Jackson State.
Nigga.
Feel Dion shoot.
Nigga, what about your grandmama's gout, nigga? Her diabetes, nigga, get her together, my nigga.
Get her together.
Like,
Oh my God.
so then now I'm wrong. Now I'm a habitual line stepper, nigga. Stop speaking on niggas shit, dog.
I'm wrong.
The fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your son, nigga, don't put my son shit in your mouth, nigga. The fuck? Nigga.
You ain't going to, can't leave California.
The fuck? My son been out of college, nigga. What the fuck? I'm just sick of niggas, man. Niggas is goofy than a motherfucker. Always got some goofy ass shit to say about something. Chat room. Niggas have been cultivated into a chat mob.
Nigga, that's all it is.
Oh yeah.
You can't talk free at your crib. You can't talk free nowhere, nigga, but you can talk free on the internet.
Laptop gangsters. Nigga, but this that freedom of speech shit, when I was talking about him dumping all that stuff on Twitter, so he basically said he want to make everything transparent on Twitter.
That's what Elon
Yeah,
wants. Yes.
they're coming after that nigga. The EU said we're gonna ban Twitter in the EU if you don't moderate speech. Then they was well, if you don't institute some moderations, we may look into your other companies. That's what they start telling that nigga. I mean, they on that nigga. So he was on a call, a Q&A call the other night with like about 100 people in the call, and they were just all asked for 2 hours
Because they have an agenda to shut down the freedom of speech.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
Exactly.
And it's a global
Yep.
movement to tell motherfuckers, that, like I just
Yep.
told this nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga.
You stupid nigga. You stupid nigga. But it's funny. On the shit, they said, man, are people really giving you backlash? He said, yeah, I'm getting some backlash. And they said, well, what do you feel about it? He said, well, let's just say I won't be taking no open car rides I won't be taking no open car rides in a was at a parade anytime soon. And they was like, man, they're coming after him real hard. And so they was like, Elon, you don't have any suicidal thoughts, do you? He's like, no. He's like, you're not feeling suicidal. He's like, no, I love my life. You know what I'm saying? Me say right now, I love being alive. They're coming after that nigga for his war against them on freedom of speech. And he said the reason they're coming after me is because I'm not falling in line with the other cats.
Now they got a whole motherfucking agenda for line falling. If you don't fall in line, okay, we start shutting every aspect of your life down, which is what they've done to Kanye. And now Kanye is out here saying all type of reckless shit that I don't know I don't know would help him or not. Like it goes back to Bobby's point. What is the point of you saying that? What's your end game? Like Bobby said. On to some other news. California Reparations Task Force floats $223,000 housing discrimination payment for black residents. The California Reparations Task Force, a 9-member panel appointed by Governor Gavin Newsome, projects that black state residents. So we a whole lot of niggas packing up coming over here now. Hey, didn't we just move out of there because it was too expensive? Anyway, projects that black state residents could be eligible for as much as $223,200 per person as part of an effort to redress historical housing discrimination. The number derives from the housing wealth gap black Californians have allegedly y'all really typed allegedly? Right. Bitch ass, hoe ass niggas, right. Have allegedly experienced as a result of discriminatory policies in place between 1933 and 1977.
Redlining, you mean?
So you're just those little 40 some odd years.
That's it.
That's okay, cool. The task force estimated that the policies cost black residents $5,074 per year. Now, mind you, they doing it in a little swath of time between 33 and 77. What about from the time niggas was let loose
from time immemorial
till now?
How
about that? The task force passed a motion in March outlining eligibility based on an individual being an African American descendant of a chattel enslaved person,
that's who you
or
got to be.
the descendant of a free black person living in the U.S. prior to the end of the 19th century. Nearly 7% of Californians are expected to qualify for reparations, which suggests the housing discrimination allotment would amount to approximately $569 billion statewide. Your thoughts?
They ain't get no money. Nigga, it's a recommendation. It was a task force. They got together to see how much they figured it was owed, and that's a recommendation. That's what they came up and they recommended.
They got some pretty heavy hitters on this case, though. You got people like Areva Martin, Harvard-educated lawyer, sister. Tone Talks is on this shit. That's interesting. I think it's progressed past the recommendation. I think the recommendation.
That's what it is. It's a record. They got together to see how much how much they was owed. They said 500 and something billion, and then they submit that stuff to the government to say for the government to figure out to decide on.
They had like kind of put a bill to the state Congress or something like that. They didn't do that. I thought that because Timmy Texas said
look, this is why they're doing it with the housing thing. Reparations is unlawful. It's unlawful or unconstitutional. It's against the 14th Amendment. They've already said that. They've already ruled that. So what they got to do, if they're going to act like they're going to give melanated people reparations,
wait, hold on. Somebody's You're not getting a house for that.
No.
Right.
I don't need it.
No, they talking about
I'm gonna get my own house.
$200,000 is not enough to get a house in California. You're absolutely right. The median
That's
house,
an apartment.
Yes, the median house in Southern California is at $865,000. That's the median crib in the Los Angeles area, nigga.
Then you go to the hood though, then you get. But yeah, in the
hood, you're gonna have a different
right. Exactly.
You have a different kind of crib.
Exactly.
You're already gonna have tenants.
Exactly. It is not going that way. But again, so Gavin Newsome is they're going to put him up to run for president because Biden, first of all, especially with all the stuff coming out now, but this nigga can't even think 2 seconds from now. So he's not going to be able to run. He even said that the other day. He said, we need 4 more years. He's like, I don't know about that. So they're already working to try to get somebody else to run. It's supposed to be Kamala. They hate her. They ain't gonna put no sister in charge of America, especially Kamala. So they want Gavin Newsome to do it, which is why they're moving him into the stage. He's arguing with the Florida governor, who's supposed to be the top Republican right now. So they're really trying to put him in there. And so this right here, him looking like he's trying to get reparations for melanated people, will get him votes. But all the while, it's just, hey, this is a task force to come up to study slavery, to see how much this is worth. Okay, well this is how much we figured this is how much we're worth. So here you go. This is what we need to do. But again, because reparations are unlawful, they have to work it around something like housing. So they have to put it under a specific thing. They can't say we're giving black people money, right? So they can't do that. So this is why you see them working it around like something like this. Also, they said, some of the part of reparations, they figured we'll give some of that money to the melanated people who work for the government in California. That's another way they figured out how they're going to try to give some of that money back. So they're trying to figure out ways around
ways to give it back without the shit being classified as reparations.
Exactly.
Here's gas money that between 1912 and 1986.
There's some gas money there. Nigga, that's hilarious.
Y'all motherfuckers are overcharged. The '84 Olympics in LA, nigga. We gonna
Here you go, my nigga.
$30,000 in gas back.
Our bad, my nigga. Our bad.
Man, this is a weird time.
That's
man.
funny as
So
shit.
what do you think about this? What do you think about them offering this type of money to quote unquote black folk? Okay, cool.
Hey, Shaman Ra, what's
He
happening?
said, okay, cool.
Shaman Ra, hey, brother, thank you, man, for hitting the super chat. Can I get everybody to hit the like button? We got
Shaman
damn near
Ra.
1,100 people in here live and less than 500 likes. That's unacceptable. The likes are free. Please hit the like button. This is what causes the channel to, hit that algorithm. Come on, y'all. Show your love, man. Show your love. I'm telling you right now, though. Y'all niggas got to break up with this beefing with your own people shit. This shit got to stop. The motherfucking chat room brought excitement to your life. You should be disappointed about that. Can you imagine a place where you type your thoughts makes you feel better about you? No disrespect. I'm not dissing nobody. But nigga, if the chat room is the highlight of your life,
Yeah.
first off, God made you. Let's do that. God made you. You got 1 million ancestors living in your DNA right now. On your mama's side, on your daddy's side, it's 1 million DNA. Right? Or 1 million ancestors. What is this? FBA versus non-FBA is the black and white thinking Zoe is talking about. All of that black and white thinking gets us caught up. But all I'm saying is, man, we've let the superphone or we've let the smartphone, we've let the chat room, we've let TikTok, Instagram, OnlyFans. This is where we escaped to. You was in the metaverse way before these motherfuckers announced it. Because you didn't have shit to do in real life. Like in real life, what makes you significant? What makes you the person you, like, this motherfucker came to earth to do this. What made you that?
This specifically.
And if you, let me get on the chat room, you hoe ass niggas ain't even real. You bunch of hoe ass niggas. Put your son in there, nigga, and tell him to coach some people.
He's not just only on that.
No. I'm on a bigger point.
Yeah.
I'm on a bigger point. Nigga, it was some motherfuckers talking shit reckless about me, and that's one thing. You could talk reckless about me. That's cool, because I know niggas don't talk reckless in person.
Nigga.
But when you mention my daughter in a chat room,
Don't do it.
see, this is where we live.
That's the space.
Oh, you're a public figure. We get to say whatever. We get to say whatever we want to say.
With consequences.
What? Because you're a public figure.
Speech has consequences.
Do you get what I'm saying? Then, when you slap the molars out of niggas' mouth,
Thank you.
they're going to be like, oh, you emotional. You don't have control over it. No, nigga, I'm from a different generation. In our generation, we walk outside.
We smack the shit out of niggas.
We walk outside.
We just get the fuck up and go outside. It's different.
What's happening?
Yeah.
What's happening?
You talking greasy and reckless. What up? But that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of sucker shit. And I keep trying to tell y'all, man. Like, you gotta break up with social media and the whole shit that social media encourages. Because while you're distracted, while you're focused on this bullshit, the world has changed right under your feet. Even though you get motherfuckers, again, remember black and white thinking in our society. You get motherfuckers, out here talking about, let me give you an example. Motherfucker be out here talking crazy about whatever, some rapper, some whoever, talking crazy about a rapper. These motherfuckers done came out and said, you know what? The pandemic is over. Didn't Biden come out and say the pandemic is over?
Twice, he said it.
Now, while they're saying the pandemic is over, the stipulations,
Ain't over.
Nothing changed.
Type of shit.
the rules,
Does not change.
it ain't none of that shit.
No.
You go get a job. They're gonna be like, let me see your motherfucking your shot card. Let me see your immunization records.
That's totally what they're doing. Let me see your papers is what it is.
Let me see your papers, nigga.
The nigga reinstituted the national emergency.
Wow.
Recently, right after he said the pandemic was
Right
over.
after he said it was over.
He said.
So is it over?
I don't think it'll ever be over.
Cognitive dissonance. I'm gonna keep you motherfuckers off balance.
We need this for control. This is how they control everything.
Co-
State of emergency. They don't. If they let that go, then their mechanism of control is gone.
Why would they do that?
And remember, part of controlling encapsulates confusing. If I keep you confused, all I gotta do is offer you some shit that has a modicum of sense in it.
Yep. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of sense. You be like, hey, that made shit.
Yep.
Let me. That's it. That made a little bit of sense.
That nigga talking some real shit over there, nigga.
Man. So that's what's happening on that front. I'm telling y'all, we gotta stop this shit because listen. If motherfuckers give me $200,000, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna sit with my family. I'm gonna say, well, we all got it.
What we doing?
Yeah.
If we all got it,
We can pool it.
man, I was at the family reunion. It was a birthday party for my two great uncles.
Yeah.
the last two, Big Mama's last two surviving kids. These niggas old. These some old niggas. 81, 84, they old. Anyway, when I got to that goddamn, we had a party for them at the Rose Bowl. I get to the Rose Bowl after the show is over on Friday. It's 300 niggas in there. My uncle's like, these all your cousins. I said, what the fuck?
I don't know none of these niggas.
I don't know shit. I know 7 niggas
Yeah, I
in
don't
here.
know none of these niggas.
But all cousins. If all them niggas get a piece of the motherfucking piece, then you got to sit down and have a family meeting, and that's what I would suggest.
That's a corporation meeting.
That's what I would suggest. What are these niggas in here talking? Hey, my chat room mods, if niggas is in here on some fuck shit, you have my permission to expunge these niggas' records from the record.
Get
That's y'all
the
friend,
fuck
right, Zoe?
out.
Hug the bald-headed guy with the shades, like August hugged his special friend. See, you want to get booted. We don't know you, nigga.
You damn sure don't know me, nigga. I'll choke your ass out in front of your family, nigga.
Hey, fellas.
You promise you don't know me.
No!
I promise you don't know
my
me.
Babalawo was just in town, and they was saying, they say he's in town now. They were saying the same thing, man. You're doing a good job keeping your calm. I'm like, fuck that. I'm tired.
Nigga.
I don't want to do that no more. Niggas take advantage of that.
Being pious.
Motherfuckers will misinterpret you on purpose.
Sure.
You be trying to take the high road. No, I didn't mean that. Hey, I'm acknowledging your perspective. Hey, you know what? I can understand where you're coming from. Niggas say, oh, that's soft. This nigga's soft as fuck for acknowledging me. So I be wanting to say, fuck you.
Nigga.
And the rabbit ass hole you came out of,
Thank
bitch.
you, nigga.
That's what I really want to say. That's what I really want to say, man. I really want to just let loose. Man.
They don't get it.
They be telling me, stoop to conquer. You must stoop to conquer. Stoop to conquer.
Stomp to conquer, nigga.
That's what
I'm gonna stomp you.
I be like, what the fuck? That's what I want to do.
Lettering is off.
I really want to say what I want to say.
He's like, you funny as shit.
It's like spiritual. It's like they've spiritually taken away my freedom of speech.
Right? You can,
Because I really just want to say.
nigga, you can say it.
Nigga, your whole spirit is common.
Nigga, you dragging in Phoenix, nigga. The dragon side gives you the
That's
permission
what I
to say
wanna
what you need to
say,
say,
man.
nigga.
Your whole spirit is a pauper. You're a commoner in spirit, mind, body, and soul.
Yeah.
The things you have make you who you are. And if anything you got is used, what does that make you? I just want to tell niggas how I feel. But they say, no, shut your mouth.
Hey, sometimes niggas need to be smacked.
They tell me to shut
That's
my
how it work.
motherfucking mouth.
That's how it work. Niggas need to let you know. Every now and then, the gangster gotta let niggas know they still gangster. Or else they will take advantage of you. That's how that shit work.
While we're internet beefing, which I think is dumb, and I'm not internet beefing with nobody. I swear to God, I don't have time for any of that.
My heart can't take it.
Your heart can't take shit.
Can't take jingle bells.
Please leave me. I just being killer with these. I can't touch it.
This nigga said his heart can't take jingle bells. Jingle bells, my nigga?
Not even. So please don't bother weirdo.
San Francisco is considering using robots that will use deadly force.
Explosives.
Against who?
Explosives.
Let's take the Band-Aid off. Here the fuck we go.
No, it's actually been passed.
Huh?
They actually passed it. It passed unanimously, actually.
It passed unanimously.
We
Read
need
the
a
story.
moment for this.
Yes.
This is the beginning of
This-
Skynet, my
Yeah,
nigga.
this is the shit right
This is
here.
it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Explosives, nigga. They gonna send a dog in there to blow your ass up.
Running like,
You ain't
fuck
gonna
these
win,
robots.
Hey, you know where they got that shit from, right? When that shit happened in Dallas, homeboy in Dallas, when they sent the robot in with the.
No, that wasn't Dorner. That was
No, some other guy.
No, that was the other cop. Yeah, who killed all the police at night, and they sent they sent the robot in there with the grenade, and they blew. That's how they killed him.
They said RoboCop, Skynet, everybody in here chiming in.
You know,
Sarah, can you pull up that story?
Which one else?
The one we talking about.
San Francisco.
San Francisco and the killer
The one we
robots.
talking about.
It's like the Matrix in this motherfucker, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, San Francisco is one of those cities that is really polarized. It's either really,
Rich
really
or poor.
wealthy
Yeah.
or broke as fuck.
Yep.
Like opulent wealth.
Yep.
Yeah,
The average rent in San Francisco,
it's crazy.
$8,500 a month.
It's ridiculous.
8,500, yeah.
Like, when you buy a house, if you're doing that, like, okay, cool.
So I guess they figured the niggas who got it need protection. Because otherwise, the niggas who ain't got it gonna be out there getting it.
San Fran is tripping.
San Fran, they dead ass
Kicking it
serious
off.
right now.
Kicking it off. Here we go.
Yeah, it's Gavin Newsome. Tell you, he's the new world order president. They trying to bring in. That's your boy.
Now I'm gonna say this final thing on Kanye. I had to go back. Did you? I want to see that too. Do you have it? San Francisco vote to allow police use of deadly robots spurns concern and outrage. I don't think that we've done enough research. One law professor and retired detective said, yeah, them robots on rims is going to be
On
popping
Rams,
niggas.
on Dayton's, robot on Dayton's.
If you go to, what is it, not MIT, but I think it might be MIT, that is the rudimentary version. Nigga, they got robots that stand straight up like me and you.
And run and fight.
They got the guns on their head.
But not for the police. That's the one they have for police though. That's the one that killed the
That's the beginning.
yeah, the
of
dude
shit.
in Dallas.
They already got the Terminator. You can Google that. You can YouTube that. You push that
No.
motherfucker, that motherfucker just like, what? I'm back. What?
The robot that does the flips and
All of
shit.
that
Yeah, I
shit.
seen it. I seen it.
It's here.
Yeah.
The fuck?
But that's somebody programming him to do them flips and stuff. He ain't doing it on his own.
What about the
No, he might be doing it on his own. They got them motherfuckers thinking now.
Mach 5 robots?
Kev, you don't
That
think these
AI
robots become
shit.
sentient at some point?
No,
Ever?
no, they're not connect. No,
All right.
no.
That goes against my theory that everything that has L is alive. L electricity. It's alive.
So you be up late at night, don't you?
No.
This nigga be up late at night.
Looking at shit.
You be counting the motherfucking dents and shit in the ceiling. You be seeing faces on the stucco like,
Shout out to El
Oh,
Torito's.
shit, nigga, that's-
Very good happy hour.
that's Tom from Tom and Jerry.
See, Don must believe in the real robots.
I don't believe
Well-
nothing. I study until I know, but the point is L is electricity and it's intelligence. It's intelligence.
So where did you
It's not-
study that shit?
It's not
52
sentient.
years of living on a bitch ass planet that white people call Earth.
So did you? They said the planet was bitch ass.
Bitch ass planet since I got here. At least my
You
species.
just said his planet was bitch ass.
Tell me they not.
52 years of being on a bitch ass.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on. What did the planet do,
well,
nigga?
Shit.
It's not
Create
connected,
us?
but it ain't connected to the divine spark, man.
Shit, I hope not, kid.
It can only mimic and copy, like the one.
Did you
like the
find
two
it?
computers that was they made up their own language.
Oh, yeah.
And they had
Oh, you got it.
to take the language.
Remember that?
The two
that's
computers
my
that made up their
point.
own language, and they had to unplug the two computers because they started talking in their own language. Like, we don't know.
Started talking to each other, the computers.
I believe that yes,
that means
artificial
it can be
intelligence is going to keep doing what technology does,
I made a
and
documentary.
that is triple, quadruple, sextuple over a certain amount of time.
I'm
Now-
willing to put my neck on the line, man.
I think technology's
I'm an
gonna get
old man.
better, but I don't think it's not gonna
I
get.
think that the AI is advanced intelligence. I need to say that clearly so niggas can label me crazy properly. I think that the AI is advanced intelligence, not artificial. And I think that some shit is here, and we've been told a story, given a Trojan horse, and we all falling for it. That's what I think.
So you
I'm
must,
studying that.
So you must know about the Mach 5 robots already then.
I just know the shit I've been programmed with.
Do you know about the
I
motherfuckers?
hear about it all the time, but I ain't talking about it.
You heard about them?
I heard.
Or are you in the lab?
I'm not in the lab, you know. I ain't
So
in the lab.
you heard about a rumor.
I heard that there are certain people that are actually Mach 5 robots. That's all I can tell
From
you.
Go for
who?
that.
That's all I can disclose right now.
Right, like,
That's all I can do.
I gotta kill all y'all.
this nigga act like Bob Lesnar.
Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar. This-
Kill everybody.
At least Lazar was at Area 51, man, and he saw the ship. You had a conversation with a
I didn't have a
robot?
conversation with anybody. There's a dude that talks about the Mach 5 robots, and he talks about it on his platform all the time.
Oh, so he's on YouTube. So he just talking.
Yeah,
He just dismissed it like that.
Just talking,
He just
just like we're
dismissed it.
just talking.
Like what
Just
we doing.
Just like teachers did when we was little kids and stuff like that. It's all programming in one area.
That's all I will reveal right now. Nigga, give us the link. Give us the link to the channel. I will not reveal any more information.
In due time.
I'll tell you specifically who
Wait,
it was.
does he have a Hammond radio station?
This nigga twirling his mustache, nigga.
Yeah, this nigga's like, bit by bit, I will share more with you. Nigga, where's the link? What's the nigga name? I'll Google the nigga right now.
So there's a dude, a YouTuber named Rashad Jamal. That
So
always-
he's a YouTuber.
he's a person with information just like
No.
Okay, so no, okay. On YouTube, yes, exactly. Just like teachers that taught us shit.
So how are you the
That makes them
gatekeeper
qualified.
of a YouTube content?
So what makes
And
people
not always
qualified to
supposed
give
be in
information? I'm just saying he said it. I don't know if it's true. He just said it.
So he don't know if it's true.
I don't know anything about anything.
He twirling the mustache.
He also claimed that he's the actually reincarnated the dude from Haiti, the president, Touchant.
From
The dude from Black Panther. The dude from Black Panther.
The dude supposed to be a reincarnate. He's supposed to be an ancestor of Toussaint.
Tucson.
He's supposed to be an ancestor of him. And he gets spiritual downloads and stuff like that. Okay, from his ancestor. So if we talking about we supposed
Do
to
you
be in the
believe
book,
that? I'm not saying.
That's why he telling us. Of course he believe it, nigga.
I'm not saying it's not real.
Of course
At
he
this point,
believe
I
it.
believe a lot of stuff.
However,
But it's not like I'm going
I
to check
can't
no
believe
robot.
shit.
He got the same haircut?
Listen, man, I can't.
He got
I
the same
can't believe
hairstyle.
shit. Let me just say. Let me just say
That's
this.
funny
I
as shit.
cannot believe shit that I don't have a direct experience to. Like, I gotta have a direct access to it in order for me to go, oh, okay, I can validate it.
That theorem is
But,
ruling
okay.
my life right now.
Yes.
That theorem about
Theorem?
if I ain't- yes, sir.
Or
If I didn't
theorem?
author it,
Theorem.
don't do it. I'm
Nigga,
not-
I thought you were saying Theraflu, nigga.
It's all
Is that
good. It's
Thera?
running off it. It's got the lemurs and
It's
stuff.
just that when you mention authorship, bro, that shit rerouted a lot of my shit.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't write this shit. The fuck am I following this shit for?
Right.
But we didn't follow anything. I mean, we didn't write none of the information.
That's the point. And you have to start to look at the whole
What
shit.
programming
learn.
are you under? What programming
That's
are
what they
you going
teach
to
on
take?
Rashad,
I'm with you now. We there.
Yeah, so for me, I can listen to a motherfucker,
Yeah.
and I done read so much, I can listen and go, oh, you read this, you read that, oh yeah, oh you fell into that book, yeah, that was good. Yeah, you understand? I could do that, but motherfuckers who haven't done that are susceptible to a motherfucker who can talk.
Come on.
Right.
Because you got to understand, there's a gang of motherfuckers out there talking a gang of shit
Yeah.
that if you've been on this particular path, you heard 35 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now niggas is being lauded as if And then, the Anunnaki. And
The Anunnaki.
then the planet Nibiru.
Yeah, that old ass shit we was talking about in the 90s.
Come on, man. Like,
like that nigga.
so you get what I'm saying? Like, and there's really, like, if you go back and listen to brothers like, what's my brother, the real country sounding brother? I love him to death. Bobby Hemming.
Oh, my nigga, he be going
Bobby
on.
Hemming.
Bobby Hemming hilarious.
But you go back, you listen to his shit, ain't nobody saying nothing very much different.
Right.
Everybody done saw it all. You go back and listen to Brother Khalid Muhammad. Right? You go back and listen to old Farrakhan from the 90s. Farrakhan in the 90s was
Yeah, buddy.
flames.
Oh, my God.
You get what I'm saying?
Torch Donahue
So
at.
we done heard everything, and what I'm starting to realize, just like your records and your movies, your science gets regurgitated.
Yep.
So it'd be for a new
Everything's-
generation or whatever.
That's the point.
Everything is remixed and recycled.
Yeah, somebody said Dr. York. Sure, Dr. York. Sure. Dilbert Blair.
Yep,
Sure.
probably, yep.
Everybody's just mixing shit that has already been here, man.
Remix.
Oh, shit. All right, we're about to wrap it up. God damn.
I want to hear about that gold thing you were talking about. What happened with the gold?
Oh, the gold asteroid. Yeah, thank you, Kev.
Old asteroid.
Yeah. Pull that shit up. NASA will launch Psyche, mission to explore asteroid worth more than the global economy. The motherfucker is made of gold.
Right.
The goddamn asteroid. Everybody on planet Earth could be a billionaire.
So the Anunnaki been there already?
Well, apparently not. They must have missed this rock.
Yeah, them niggas they be jacking for gold.
I know they like, hey,
I'm
we didn't even have to make these niggas, man. We made a whole species to mine the gold. We could have just, it was a rock out there.
Take your monkey ass up there if you want to try to take that gold ass rock. The Anunnaki gonna be right there.
Yeah, I gotta fire my navigation crew. Niggas led us down to the south.
My map writers, nigga, all done.
Y'all niggas bullshitted me. That's Anu talking.
Right.
Inky and Lil. You gonna go down there, you motherfuckers gonna put together the Adamu.
The Adamu.
Huh? Y'all can go down there and make some shit.
Yeah.
And now we got to care for the shit, raise the shit.
Right, we gotta feed these motherfuckers.
God damn.
Feed these niggas.
Got this asteroid.
Nigga. But it's ill though, because they broke down in 2013. They found out where gold actually comes from, and why it was so important in history. Gold is actually from a star, so they thought it was actually comes from the Earth, but they said, they just found out that it doesn't come from the Earth because it's on the top of the mantle. Say if it came from the Earth, it would be deeper in the crust. It'd be deeper enshrined in the crust of the Earth. So it had to be blasted here to land on the mantle. And what they thought back in 2013 was that colliding neutron stars, which is a dying star, that when they collided and exploded, they they blew this gold, and actually all precious metals are from stars. So what they actually found though recently was that when the star becomes a neutron star, the pressure is so dense, because like a neutron star is like 10, right, it has a 10-mile radius, but it's so dense, like a spoonful of it is like 10 trillion tons.
Yeah, that's
So-
old though. That's not new information. They knew
What?
that. They knew that the density of it was like that. Yeah,
Right,
that's
but they were saying that because stars can't make actual heavy metals like iron and all this other stuff. But the way they make precious metals is that when they become neutron, that's the only way they can make precious metals is when they become neutron stars and explode
At
and
that
then
stage,
Right,
yeah.
at that stage, and then they explode and blow that everywhere. So all precious metals, this is why it was so coveted, and we used that shit back in the day. These ancestors, they knew that shit. These are pieces of a star. Gold, silver, platinum, all of those things are literally pieces of a star.
So is your ass. Yeah, nigga, you
that's
didn't know
true.
that, did you?
Yeah, you stardust.
You stardust too, nigga.
This is more of a direct piece of a star.
So look at this here. It says a mission, NASA mission to reveal more about a massive metal asteroid between Mars and Jupiter will go ahead after all. The space agency has announced 16 Psyche, a 140-mile wide, 226-kilometer wide asteroid, could contain a core of iron, nickel, and gold worth 10,000 quadrillion dollars.
Quadrillion? Quadrillion?
10,000 quadrillion dollars. What in the entire fuck is going on?
They just made up a number. Quadrillion.
No, that's real now. And here we are talking about each other. Boy, I swear to God.
We need to get up to space and get that.
All right, man.
That's that notch right there. That's how reparations that go right there.
Man, you better try to fall in love with a woman and give birth to a motherfucking Messiah astronaut instead of over here.
Nah,
Yeah, something extraordinary, my nigga.
Astronaut.
or link your money and go hook up with Uganda and try to get some of those mining rights over there that they giving out to everyone in the world.
No, but somebody said right here, space gold rush. Ain't no space gold rush, nigga.
Well, we in space, number one. Like,
No. Let's not get confused. Ain't a nigga out there with a spaceship of his own.
that's for sure.
No.
So you on the ground saying, yeah, our country got it for us. It ain't no for us. They got it for themselves.
I know we about to go, bro, but can we ask a weird and uncomfortable question? How did Anglos get the technology before us? Like that, I feel like
What are
that's
you talking about?
Before.
Listen.
Oh, I know.
How did folk get conquered by the gun, and how did we not have the technology for the gun?
We did. What are you talking about?
We didn't use it against them. Clearly.
Yeah. Oh, I know why I'm confused. Because
What are you talking about? How you think how do you think the Moors was winning shit? They had gun. They were using gunpowder. That's how they won all those wars. That's why in Lord of the Rings they show you.
Kev, before you give them this, it's 975 motherfuckers in here. Can everybody hit the like button before Kevin gives away some more free knowledge?
So yeah, you stupid.
No, I'm dead ass serious. Like, you can hit the like button before. No, don't do it.
He said, don't do it.
Niggas lean forward when you start talking. Like, oh shit.
Stupid.
Really? It's a like. Hit the fucking like button. Okay, go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, so in Lord of the Rings, and also in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, they show you that the Moors had gunpowder first. So like in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Morgan Freeman, he was working the gunpowder and he made some shit explode in the Christian fire. He was like, oh my God, you are a wizard. And he said, no, the wizard is in the black powder. In Lord of the Rings, they use gunpowder, so the orcs and all them are supposed to be niggas. And so they showed you how they used gunpowder to explode the building, the tower. So that was the Moors. We used gunpowder forever. And that's why they also call you a dragon, because you were using gunpowder and shit, and you were hurling fireballs at them, and they thought they looked at that and thought and equated that with flying dragons and shit.
Because again, I mean, this is kind of new information to me. I didn't think we had guns when these motherfuckers came and conquered us. You telling me that we had guns and they still beat us?
We had gunpowder.
Gunpowder, not guns.
But here's another piece to the puzzle. Dorne, the city of Dorne.
That's the Moors.
In Game of Thrones, those are the Moors in the Game of Thrones.
Yes. Who have never been conquered by the Targaryens.
And also, when they talk about the first people in the Game of Thrones, those are Moors.
Those are the Moors.
These motherfuckers know the history better than you.
Oh my God.
But this is the major piece. Black folk, this is gonna hurt. This ain't a Kanye moment, neither. Black folk are responsible for their plight.
Yes, damn it.
Because when you use spiritual science against your own people,
There it is.
see, in all the devil worship movies, in all the witchcraft movies, they all say the same thing. A life for a life.
That's right.
If you put some fucked up shit on somebody, That fucked up shit is coming back.
Gotta pay it
This
back.
is where the Hindu gets karma from.
Yep.
We did foul shit to our own people with high science.
Man,
And that's how the white boy got in.
That's really what it is right now.
that's exactly it.
Okay, that's what I was, okay, cool.
Then we call ourselves trying to correct the karma by creating motherfucking mystic
Yep,
schools.
mystic schools to give
And then
them
say,
niggas some
all right,
knowledge."
bring your bitch asses in.
Yep.
But before you can come in, you gotta wait 20 years. You gotta wait 40 years. Then let the motherfucker in, give them a piece of the jewel.
There you go, my nigga.
Not
There
the
you
whole
go.
jewel. But that's what happened. We did fuck shit with the spiritual science
Yep.
we have to each other. You got a piece of it in the Woman King. When these motherfuckers got them walking around the goddamn tree trying to forget their ancestors. Nigga, that's against nature. And all magi, all magicians, all wizards, all witches, warlocks, all that shit is nature, and that shit comes
Yes.
out of the continent.
Black Adam, who's empowered by consciousness. His powers come from enlightenment. He misused the powers, and then they had to imprison him, and then what? The Caucasian comes and he gets the powers next.
Exactly.
But again, you misused the knowledge. That's the theme
And
throughout history.
just think about, okay, so encapsulate everything I said, then we gone. We on the fucking internet. The chat room has given you power. How can the chat room give you power? YouTube has given you power. You know, I get to say what I want to say
My
now.
voice.
I've been a regular bitch ass nigga this whole time, and now I get to say something.
Been a regular man.
Well, all I'm saying is, this ain't your real power. Hating on your own people is what got us here today, which makes the chat room and your iPhone and your motherfucking baubles so important. None of this shit was important. None of this shit.
No.
When you was building pyramids
Oh my
and
goodness.
traveling intergalactically,
Man.
interstellarly, when you was on some different shit, none of this corny shit meant anything.
Nope.
That's the shit that fucked me up. I be like, this is the shit that got us here.
Yep.
Black people cursed themselves.
And y'all got to deal with
That
that.
makes more sense than anything.
But they don't want to deal with that.
Now, that's the real.
They don't want to deal with it.
Nigga, being second class superhumans. You're a superhuman, but you second class
Yep.
to a genetic malfunction. These motherfuckers all over the world, fuck niggas. But bring me your prettiest bitch. You know, because the DNA in your pussy is something magical. But fuck niggas, man.
Hell yeah, nigga.
Y'all saw that video of them two white men that was talking to them African sisters? It's something about your DNA and
Oh, they wanted to get they for the
exactly.
the DNA from the fetal tissue or whatever. I mean the what is that shit that they were trying to get? That old dude, he was trying to scrape the stem cells.
Can I get the stem
That's
cells
it.
though?
He wanted to get their stem cells.
Stem cells.
Yes, he told them they had the best. Black women had the best stem cells in the world.
Yes, Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson was just on Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
He basically said we're everywhereans. He said there's more genetic diversity in the African than anywhere else.
Yep.
Now, niggas want to get caught up on the word. I keep telling you, boy, when you black and white thinking and you nigga, the word don't mean shit.
No, it doesn't.
That's why I said everywhereans. Like, and niggas go, Africa. No, we from America. They the same people.
All over the place, my nigga.
How about they the same people? The ancient everywherean. India, China, Africa, Polynesia, Melanesia, Micronesia, Australia, all over the
All over
motherfucking
this
world.
bitch.
America, same people. I said, you know what? Instead of fucking claiming a continent, nigga, claim everywhere. We're everywhereans. He basically said, white folk, insecure, just created shit that wasn't even real. Well, I'm the father of geometry. Well, how the fuck did
yeah.
we build a pyramid without geometry? Your ass is 35,000 years later. How the fuck we get you the father?
Yes. Yes, I am.
It is I, Lord of Geometry. I was crowned this fortnight. Get the fuck out!
This fortnight.
You're right. Just like Benjamin Franklin discovered electricity. How the fuck you discover something that's everywhere?
Yep.
A culture is just social game rules. The social game rules may change based on the climate. The Inuit, the motherfucking Eskimos, gonna live a different kind of life than niggas that are butt-ass naked at the equator.
Absolutely.
We got a whole different set of game rules. Does that mean they're different genetically? So how the fuck all that genetic diversity show up in the African? Answer me that.
And they try to tell you this through all of their damn movies. Like, so in Conan the Barbarian, y'all need to watch this. Conan the Barbarian.
That's one of my favorites.
At the end, James Earl Jones is the only nigga in the movie. He's the only nigga, and he's supposed to be a Scythian. He's supposed to be a black Scythian in the steppes. So they're showing you that they were
Nigga
black,
turned into a snake.
Yeah, he turned into a serpent in the movie.
Falsa doom.
He had on the namuz, and he turned into the goddamn serpent in the Egyptian headdress, right? So they showed you that. His whole theme was serpents, which represent enlightenment, symbolism of enlightenment. Fire, which is the symbolism of enlightenment, and the eye, which is the symbolism of enlightenment. So everything he was on was enlightenment. Then when finally Conan came to kill him at the end, he turns to him. He didn't battle him. He just turned to him. He said this, "My child, you have come to me, my son. For who now is your father? For if it is not me, who gave you the world to live? Who gave you the will to live? I am, I am the wellspring from which you flow. When I am gone, you will never have been." He says, what would your world be without me, my son?
That's what he told Conan.
He told Conan, the barbaric Caucasian dude, this was the enlightened nigga. He was in like an Egyptian temple where his temple was. It was the Kemetan temple, and he told him, "You're my son." And they were representing how that knowledge trickled down, came from us, and then they took that information. Y'all better know where you come from, goddammit.
It's cool, my niggas. It's cool. Y'all better get off the internet's dick. You better start developing your own spiritual shit.
Nigga.
I'm telling you. White folk love your spiritual shit.
Love it.
Oh, they love it. They be like, these niggas is ignoring it. Yep. Fuck them. I'm in on it. Yep. What we doing?
That movie was written by Oliver Stone.
Look at that.
Conan the Barbarian. A Mason. A high Mason.
All right, guys. We're leaving. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. You already know. Tonight, Zoe Williams, Voice of Reason, on KBLA Talk 1580 is going down. Listen, if you haven't gone to my podcast, go get it. My podcast is up right now. Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, Pandora. Just type in Zoe Williams, Voice of Reason, KBLA. Go and please leave a 5-star review. Can y'all do that? If you've been listening to the Voice of Reason every day, we have been on fire all year long. Please continue to support. I expect to see many of you guys in here tonight because guess what? We had damn near 1,100 people in here today. Can we get at least 300, 400 people in the show tonight? 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I expect to see y'all there, all right? Please support Sarah. Sarah, put your Cash App up, girl. Yeah. There it is. Y'all give Sarah a little piece of change for something strange. Show Sarah some love. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I'm going to say it again. Risen. He is risen. Russell, Zoe, and nephew. Listen, these are the last 2 bags of this. If you guys want them, order them today. Order them today. I'm going to the post office tomorrow. All you got to do, cash at me $71 and then email me immediately afterwards your accurate address, apartment number and all, please.
Can't stress the accurate.
Nigga.
Put that in the notes. In the notes of Cash App. No.
Email me. Don't try to change the
My bad.
you on the outside of the business looking at.
My bad.
Hey, email me your accurate address so I can ship this off to you. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all so much. None but love. Don't forget to get it. He is risen. We out of here. Deuces.
Peace.